So I bought like a hoodie and a t-shirt and some socks, I think. And they're really good quality. But unfortunately, Rapa Nui clothing at the moment is way out of my price range.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not to say it's not worth it. It's just to say that I don't earn any money.
I mean, yeah, it's one of the main problems we have a lot of time. With like getting like well, just people on board in terms of running stores is the fact that like because everything's sustainable, recyclable, fair wages in India and stuff. It's like it's not cheap clothing.
Actually, t-shirts are only 20 quid. That's not too bad.
I don't think it is, but it's still like I think I guess more from that side. It's like when you talk to like a YouTuber or Twitch streamers or whatever or bands, like 20 quid might
I
be
want
what they're
six hundred
selling stuff
pounds
for,
per
but
shirt.
yeah, they get a smaller cut, I guess, by going through T-Mill than they do with going with like Spreadshirt or Redbubble or whatever.
Yeah, they still sell the t-shirt I bought, which is like I don't know if you've seen it. It's the one with like nuclear symbols that transition into like wind turbines.
I am
I don't know how
literally
familiar you
wearing
are.
that T-shirt right now.
Oh, yeah, I had one of those in burgundy. Like, they don't
Yeah,
actually
prove
have the
it.
color. Like, the red wine color doesn't seem to be the right color. Um, but maybe it was.
I'll be back in a moment.
That's cool. We got
You
everybody.
guys can start.
Everyone's there.
Are all here. Before we start, Sam,
Mm.
did Dave ever contact you about t-shirts?
Who? Sorry.
Dave,
Oh yeah,
Salisbury.
yeah. I sent him a sample last week, which he was very
Oh,
happy with.
cool.
I'm not sure what he's doing yet in terms of like
Mm.
doing a proper like forward. But yeah, apparently he liked the sample very much. He told me he was slightly suspicious that he thinks the person that sorted teas for him before may have possibly got them printed through us because he's
Oh,
convinced
yeah.
it's the exact same thing.
Mm. That's always possible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I also one of our directors spotted I had my GVC badge on my jumper yesterday. I
Yeah.
didn't realise I still had it on there after like 2 years.
Mm.
He was like, "Oh, what's that?" And I was explaining. And in one of those classic like somebody hears the word board games but doesn't really know what it means.
Yeah.
We've just it's not actually like public, but we've just launched like or about to launch like custom made jigsaw puzzles.
Oh, yeah,
And he
nice.
was like, "Oh, cool. We'll donate a load of custom puzzles for it if you want." I was like, "It is cool, but not really like not off brand, but not. I think
Yeah.
just one of those things where it's like
Yeah.
probably clearly you don't know what really like modern gaming
Yeah.
is."
That is indeed very true.
It's official, right? It's on. You put it on Facebook.
Oh yeah, so we've got the Rapa Nui ones, but we haven't announced that we can actually do custom printing for anything.
Oh, I
like,
see. So it's just one of your products now. One of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
merch
So
products. Yeah.
anyone with a team of store will be able to upload like their face and get a puzzle of it or whatever. Yeah.
That's quite cool.
Well, you know what you're getting for Christmas now.
Mm.
Yeah, get Cormac a flock with a puzzle. Cool.
We could get one for Z. We would just make it like 2 pieces just to keep him busy.
Are we missing
Wow.
a Cody?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to join actual.
It's all good.
I mean, you make these comments, Phil, but
Mm.
I've like got the highest intelligence in the entire party. I'm a
Yeah.
wizard.
Of course you have. You keep telling yourself that.
I will fight you.
Oh, really random and obscure football fact of the day here for you, Shane, that I learned today. The Chinese league in the mid 1980s had 2 additional rules where headed goals were worth 2 normal goals. And every time one of your players got called up for the national team, your team got an extra point. I don't know why it's relevant, but you're obviously the person that will understand how mental and bizarre those rules are.
I don't understand that. I know
I
that's
suppose
about
Charlie
football.
says, yeah. I mean,
I just don't really like football. Like I understand it. I like sports a lot, but I just think that football is actually not a very good sport to watch. It's a great sport to play, which I think is why it's so popular in the general public. Is that like kids, especially in the UK, kids kicking a ball against the garage door, you know, is an experience that almost everybody had. So like but it's a terrible spectator sport.
yes, I think that is. Well, actually, no. I was about to say I agree, but I don't actually. But I do see your point. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think as a spec, it's okay. Some games are okay. They're long, and sometimes fuck all happens.
They're
But,
long. Have you ever watched a baseball game?
Oh, baseball or cricket? Indeed, 5 days for a cricket game. Yeah.
You ever watch a basketball game live? That is
I don't think cricket's a very good spectator sport either.
No.
Yeah, I have
No.
this weird view because I'm a weird person where I essentially view sports as like procedural content, procedural storytelling. Like it's like you tune into a sports game knowing you're gonna watch a story, but don't know what the story is, and no one knows what the story is at the start of the event. Like no one has any idea. And I guess it's the same for pro wrestling, except they sort of do, but like in it, yeah. And in that case, I don't think that the storytelling mechanics in football tell as compelling stories always as they do in other sports.
I can see that. Although as a non-sports person, I can watch a football match, and if you watch it from the angle they put the camera on, you can sort of see the match flowing, and you can almost lose the people, and it becomes like forces pushing against each other.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that at least I can look at it and kind of go, oh, Team X is dominating Team Y, even though they haven't scored, kind of stuff. Whereas rugby, I watched that, and that's like it's all a bit. I like American football; it's just too fast.
I get both those sports. I produce plays from rugby, and I like both those sports a lot. I think that for me, they tell better stories, but also storytelling isn't the only thing about sports. It's just a thing that attracts me. I did watch some football last night, though. I watched the England. Well, I watched half of the England women's game. Well, not half, like 20 minutes. The last 20 minutes of it.
Was that the game that was like 10-0 or something insane?
20-0.
20? Oh, was it 20? Oh, wow. I heard
Yeah,
something in passing on the radio, but I hadn't really like looked into it properly.
So I went on the BBC website, and it was like I just walked the dog, and I saw someone was watching football like in one of the houses near me, and I thought, I wonder what games. And I wonder because I know there's been some England international games, and I usually watch those. And so I went on BBC Sport, and it said like England women's versus Latvia like 15-0. By the time I turned on the TV and found the correct channel, it was 16-0. And within the next 20 minutes, it ended up 20-0.
Christ.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for Cormac. He's decided to make himself a sandwich for some reason.
that wasn't. I mean, that wasn't a sport. That was a
Yeah. It again. You talk about extra rules of football. It does feel like once the goal difference gets, I don't know, 5, then everyone stops and goes home. That's,
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, so in lots of, not all, but in lots of league-based rugby matches, you actually have first off, you can get bonus points. So like a goal header essentially being a bonus point in the game, or you get an extra point if one of your players gets called up internationally. You get a bonus point if you score 4 tries.
Oh, that's quite cool.
Because scoring penalties is boring to watch, but scoring tries is fun to watch. So they kind of like bias that, and you also get a bonus point if you lose by less than 7 points. So it gives you an incentive, and so you can lose a match and come away with 2 points if you lose a match but score 4 tries and lose by less than 7 points. And in fact, your other team you played could have got 4 points, which is the standard in these point structures rather than 3.
Yeah.
So they sort of encourage that by kind of like late game fighting,
Was that the
which
return
all
of a
doesn't have.
Cormac?
Huh?
Was that the return of a Cormac? I heard.
Yeah, it was.
Awesome.
I think it was at least.
Splendid.
By the way, Sam, I think the idea of the point for every time your player gets called up is to keep Chinese players within China. Almost certainly.
I do get it, but it's just.
I'm not sure if it works.
It's just insane, right? Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not
I
sporting
agree.
in any way. It's madness.
In rugby, they have central contracts so that if you're Welsh, say, and you play your rugby in Wales and you're like a top tier player, then the Welsh rugby union pays some of your salary so that you get like a proper salary because the clubs can't afford it. Which I think is a more effective way of doing that. But it's it's insane to give people points for it.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. So last session, you all did a little bit of shopping and taking care of business around Griffinsteel. before riding the lightning rail to Pear Trees, which was a relatively comfortable journey. And you arrived just before 6 p.m. Into Pear Trees, which is this massive sort of farming town, pretty rural location. And you decided to, rather than sort of spend any time in the town, you decided instead to make the most of whatever was left of daylight and head straight towards the forest. On the way there, you did encounter a local farmer whose field had just recently been sort of trampled and ruined by what he called Ngobu, who, using a little bit of your nature knowledge, you were able to understand are a breed of dinosaur. After a little bit of conversation with him, you headed into the forest. Travelled it for about an hour, I believe. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Hello, you okay? Good. Yeah, travelled about an hour into the forest before making camp for the night. You did find, whilst you were setting up camp, you did find some footprints which you were able to identify as belonging to some bugbears. But you took watch over the night, managed to rest up with no issues. However, in the morning, Elwyn noticed that the trees around you had moved, were not in the same places they were the previous night. Which, yeah, was kind of weird. And through some, I can't remember who exactly, but through some history checks, you were able to recognise that there are stories of Needham's Grove being sort of like impossible to map, and that quite often landmarks disappear. The halflings who used to live in this area, like originally, they believe that the forest itself was protected something at the heart of itself, something in the middle of the forest. You decided to follow the bugbear trails, and you eventually found them in a cave. Eleanor was able to cast friendship. Was it friendship, I think?
Friends.
Friends, sorry, yeah. Friends was able to converse with these bugbears, and that all went nice and peacefully. However, unfortunately, Friends does also leave the target aware that they were magically tampered with afterwards. They did not take too well to that, chasing you down. But despite Carl being absolutely surrounded by, I think, 4 bugbears at one point, you actually made pretty short work of them. I don't think anybody actually took too much damage at all. In fact, it looks like Carl was the only one that took any damage.
Yeah. I protect.
Oh, shout out to Eleanor as well in combat for doing, I believe it was 49 damage in 2 turns.
Pretty good.
Which is not shabby at all, yeah.
Stabby with the rapier. With the rapier.
So you find yourselves in this forest. Warforged appears to be paying a little bit more attention than he was last week. He kind of just watched as you fought these bugbears.
Yeah, sorry, my system's like randomly crashed, and I had to do an update. So, yeah.
Don't you worry, Tin Man. You're all right.
It's like when you can
I thought
see
we
in my
should call
eyes.
him.
My eyes are just blue screen, pretty much.
That's what we should call him, Tin Man.
Tin Man.
I like it.
Well, he did say we could pick his name.
It's... I am Warforged.
Yeah, my name is Iron Wolf.
That's actually become how I wake Cormac up every morning, genuinely.
Yeah, he comes into my room and just goes, "Iron Wolf."
Warforged. Nice.
The sequel to the hit film I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Actually.
What would you lovely folks like to do?
Well, that was jolly exciting, was it not?
Yeah,
Is everybody okay?
Are we supposed to have characters on the sheet on this map?
Yeah,
Yes.
I've got a character on them.
I just need to refresh then.
Excellent. It's gone wrong already.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're okay, are you, sir? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as burnt as I normally am after a combat, so that's probably
That's
a
all right.
good thing.
Happy days. Everybody else okay? Eleanor, you all right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go.
Leakin, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Where's Mr. Elwin at? Mr. Elwin,
Down here.
you alright?
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh,
cool.
it can't move.
So what on earth possessed them to chase after us?
Bugbears, man.
Bugbear's doing bugbear things, right? I know.
Yes. So
We
we
should
better
check their pockets or something in case they have any information that might lead us to where we need to go.
It's weird. They seemed so like calm and docile when
Mm.
we first spoke to them, and then suddenly they were after us.
Fucking weird, man.
Yeah, bugbears.
Yeah, bugbears being bugbears.
Yeah, can I check their pockets?
Yeah, totally. They got in terms of like anything other than their weapons. They have nothing on them other than their sort of armor and weapons. Yeah, nothing of note at all.
Yes. Well, at least one got away, didn't it?
Yes,
Is it?
I think two ran away in the end. Yeah, because I believe you were fighting six.
We let one go. One.
I think Xylophone upset him, to be honest.
Hey, I didn't even go near him. I can't have upset him
Your
for once.
your powers work at a distance as well, I suspect.
Yeah, but I figure it's like radiation. Like a solid like stone wall probably blocks them.
Yeah, I guess so. Otherwise, people wouldn't be able to live next door to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I wouldn't mind a rest, but maybe we should move on half an hour or so first.
I mean, what time is it?
We've only just
It's
finished
only
breakfast.
first thing in the
Yeah,
morning.
it's early
Oh,
morning. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because we camped, didn't we? Oh, yeah, okay.
9:48 first thing in the morning.
I have not got an awful lot of spell slots left. Just a heads up. So
So we're probably safe for a while.
so Carl's gonna get fired. If we get into combat because that's all I have left.
Well,
We've got to find the dinosaurs still.
Yeah.
We're still-
low level spell management as an elf is such a pain in the ass.
it's all right. It's jolly good fun.
So we need to. So Alwyn, which way do we go? You're the forest expert. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Looking for Bajor,
Mm.
right? Or
Yeah.
any furbolgs at all.
Are we going in the forest still? Or are we going back to the village with Halfling?
We've got to get back to Griffinsteel tomorrow night. If we're
I think, we've got to be on the last train out of Bear Trees tomorrow night, haven't we? That's our...
if we're to do anything. Because otherwise, Chris, whatever her name is going to enter the judicial system. Although I don't know that anyone actually knows what she's done, so she might just get let go.
Yeah, she probably would just be allowed to just kind of wander, wouldn't she?
That would probably be worse.
Can I see if Pepper can smell any other creatures?
Yeah, totally.
See
You
if
can have a
like,
working
pick up
pepper now if you want
anything.
to make a perception check. I think she.
He's got keen. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Perception, yeah.
Yeah.
She just doesn't smell anything.
You do get advantage with that, to be fair. So you
Oh,
can
yeah.
with keen hearing.
Yeah.
There you go. It does not matter.
It's fine. Xylophone's too potent today.
Yeah, Pepper's able to pick up quite a lot of like sense of wildlife and animal life, but nothing that particularly stands out. She's got the scent of the bugbears still, but yeah, that's the only real thing of note in particular.
Just aimlessly wander around, I guess. See if we just happen to fall upon some furball.
They've only
Should we follow?
they've only been missing for 13 and a half years ish.
Mm.
Yeah, should we follow the bugbears that ran away and have a chat to them?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can ask them why they attacked us.
I mean, they've been running away. Are we going to even be able to catch them at this point?
Well, presumably they'll run back to their cave.
Who knows? We can go check out their cave.
Yeah.
If
But
we're
yeah,
doing that, I wouldn't mind a rest for.
Oh, you're all right, mate. You look okay.
I'm okay, but I'm. You know,
We'll go have a look, and then if we need to after, we'll have a rest.
okay.
You're a big.
If they're
you're a
not,
big
if they're
man.
not even in the, if they're not in the cave, we could still search around for like clues and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you guys want to head back towards the cave, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey.
I guess.
I will just get you all to make for me a perception check. Elwyn, you get advantage because you're in a forest. Nice.
Oh, he's got the 20.
Yes.
I clicked roll, but it hasn't done anything.
Oh, did we get 3 results of 20 pass? Yeah, yours hasn't gone, has it, Leokin? How bizarre.
Do you want me to roll it separately?
Sure, go for it.
What was it again?
Just perception check.
I don't know how the players work, so I just said Pepper.
Do it, sorry.
Instead of rolling advantage, I think just roll one of each of these characters I control.
You can, I believe with that, if you hold Alt while clicking on the symbol, those chat cards, it should roll them with advantage anyway.
I think 24 is fine.
But having said that, I mean, yeah, you got a crit with 1 and the others are 24. Like, I think you're all right.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. So yeah, you begin sort of heading back in that same direction you came from. So, I mean, it was only sort of 2 minutes walk at most away. They sort of chase you straight out from it. And as you carry on going that way, you can even see the sort of tracks in the mud. It's a little damp around here still. But as you arrive to where you expect the cave to be, there is no cave. In fact, you just seem to be heading further and further into sort of trees at the moment. And for just a moment, Elwyn, Eleanor, and Pepper, you guys are actually certain. In fact, not even you believe. You're certain. You actually see some of the trees up ahead of you, just sort of shifting and moving around. Nothing majorly. They sort of just, it's almost as if they just sort of slide for a moment or two. But the ground around them is just absolutely untouched. There's no sort of marks, drag marks, anything like that. But you do, just beyond these moving trees, you can just see some shadows of movement, like on the other side of the trees that are moving themselves. And you can see these 2 bugbears just sort of, looks like they've sort of stopped a little bit confused themselves. And they sort of look back and see you approaching. And these 2, they're on the run anyway. They're not stupid. They sort of throw their weapons down on the ground. And they just say, you killed the chief.
I just nod.
And one of them, the smaller of the 2 of them, actually then sort of taps the other one on the chest and says, "You chief now." And he sort of stops for a moment. This other one, this tall one, and then he sort of nods quite sort of stoically and says, "Yes, I chief. You follow me now."
Just as an aside to you guys, what are we doing? Are we
Gonna get in the shells to the Thurbo.
are we going to go back and search their camp?
Well, I asked them
Cool.
how they navigate themselves around the place because their camp team has just disappeared. Or a cave or whatever. It was a cave, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the larger one, he just sort of, he tells you, we find camp whenever we stop.
What do you mean?
Well, wherever we be when we stop, there be camp.
What the forest makes you one?
No, we make our own camp.
But you were in a cave last time.
Good place for
Okay.
camp.
Okay.
So how many of you are there now?
And he screws his face up at you a little bit. He says, 2.
Okay.
Were 2 and 4, and before that, 6 and 5.
I just look over at Eleanor.
So, what
And
do you
shrug.
guys?
What now?
Yeah, what do you guys do in the forest? Do you just wander around? How do you navigate?
And the little one, the little one sort of laughs, as you ask that question. The bigger one stops and says, no disrespect, no chief, no disrespect, new chief. And then he sort of like, he stops to sort of answer your question. Then you sort of see he just sort of like ponders the question himself and doesn't really seem to have an answer. He goes,
Oh, sorry, navigate means find your way around. Okay, so confused. They are bugbears.
you know, find way round here. Once you in, you know leave.
Wow. Crap.
Does that mean we're not leaving?
We're alright.
Old
We can
chief,
find a way out.
he tells stories that it about this, it about what in here, and he sort of holds his hands on his chest.
You've just got to follow your heart.
Yeah.
No, stupid elf.
Yeah.
Half elf.
That half is very stupid, though.
The human half.
Fair.
What do you mean then? If you don't follow your heart, what do you mean?
Chief tells stories. Don't know how true. Chief tells stories. This place, this forest. It no want you to escape.
Well, I will.
And the smaller one laughs at you again, and the big one sort of looks at him. He goes, "Yeah, you laugh at that. That's fine."
So are you saying that you were lost here as well?
We've been here. We've been here long as I remember.
Were you born here?
Stupid human.
Half elf.
Oh, look the same. No hair on none of you.
Fair.
Is there hair on him?
Yeah,
He's very hairy.
Yeah, they are very hairy indeed. He says, "Ain't no born here.
Sorry.
You see Mother Bugbear round?"
No.
Can't say I checked.
And that.
So
We-
you've
I
been.
did check.
We've
You-
been here long as member, but I don't know.
Did your mothers leave here? Leave you here?
And the smaller one just sort of laughs again, and the large one says, "Mother not here. I tell you, mother not here. We come here. We search for food. There 11 of us originally, and we find food, but we no take it back.
Why not?
And he just sort of looks at you, sort of dead in the eye. He says, "We've been trying to leave ever since."
What do you do, guys? Do we help them leave with us?
Well, I don't think we can necessarily leave ourselves. What happened to the first lot of you? When we found you, there was only 6 of you.
They, one killed by big tusky, hairy creature. And
And the rest?
4 more, they just disappear. They hear when we go to sleep. We wake up, they no here.
Well,
Do you reckon those 4 escaped?
no. I personally don't.
Well, they're all talking, Sam. Can I
Mm.
try and see if I can see like the sun?
Yeah. The forest's quite thick, but you can. There's the sun's still visible. Yeah.
Looking at the time of the day, would I be able to like travel by using the sun as like a compass?
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, you certainly would expect to be able to. Normally, yeah, you would know where the sun rises, where it sets, or what directions. Yeah.
So, old man, I say, looking over at Elwyn, you reckon you can find your way out of here?
I believe so.
I'm starting to think that maybe we should get out of here.
Yeah, I'm inclined to believe you. Agree, to
I'll
be
work
fair.
out the sun
I
direction.
agree.
The village.
We want to just basically head south, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
We came north into here, didn't we?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree that maybe we need to not be here right now.
Big Chief,
Yes.
you come with us. Leave the forest. Anything with big tusks attacks, we all fight it. Get to edge of forest. You go back to your people.
The smaller one just sort of looks up to the new chief, clearly sort of expecting him to make a decision. And Big Chief looks back at him and says, and just sort of then looks at you, says, "We no tribe left. We form new tribe. You will all be my followers of new chief."
Not for me, bud. Sorry.
We join your tribe, I chief.
We can call you Chief.
Come on then, Chief.
Awesome.
And
I
little
lead the
chief.
way.
Usually, who's the chief? When the old chief dies.
Biggest one.
Ah.
It's the same.
He sort of looks around at all of you, and he's got even on the tallest members of your party, he's got a couple of inches at least as a bugbear, and he just sort of looks and he says, "Well, look like I chief. Wooden one, this way. Follow me, all of you. Follow me."
Did he just call me Wooden One?
Nah, don't worry, mate. He was talking to the tree.
Good.
It's not a bad name.
Yeah, they both pick up their morning stars from the ground. They start to sort of head off in sort of this direction over in this way.
I look over to Elwyn. Elwyn, is that the right way?
I'm gonna guess it's probably not, is it, Sam?
No, absolutely not. Looks like they are headed sort of western direction.
Big Chief,
Yes.
wrong way.
And he just sort of looks at you and squints, and he goes, "No, no, no, no. I chief, you follow."
I'm gonna start walking south.
Look
Good
at
luck.
me. Look at me. I'm
Good
the
luck.
chief now.
Okay, I just say good luck with that, and I just follow Elwin.
Mm.
Yeah, and the smaller one looks up to
Hello,
the chief and just says, they leave in tribe."
You're
Uh,
part of our tribe.
And the chief just sort of dismissively just sort of waves a hand in your direction, just says, "Go, go, go. They puny."
Trying to think if there's anything I can do.
I mean, we called for tribe, not that puny.
Let them go.
Yeah.
We offered them a chance.
Yeah, and you watch this
That's that.
this Tweedledum and Tweedledee of bugbears just disappear into the forest.
Ah.
I'll look over the way they're going. And then let's go, Elwin.
Yeah, let's go.
I've just thought of an idea that we could do to try see if what the happening to the trees. We could cut them down and see if there's anyone in them. So if there's just millions of people in the tree,
That would be a bit freaky. I
just
kinda wanna
moving
do
every
it.
once in a while.
So
I tried hitting one last week, and it was
Did it make a sound?
One try.
Did it go ow?
they're real trees.
Okay.
yeah,
And Ziviav knows that they're magic as well.
They are definitely magic.
so you guys
I don't want to cut one down
all
in
start
case they kill me.
using Elwin's navigation skills based on the position of the sun. Start travelling in the direction that you believe will take you out. After around half an hour, Elwin, I'll just get you to make a survival check for me quick. Nice. Yeah, after around half an hour, you come across what you're pretty sure should be where your camp was last night. And yeah, you can see there's a few marks on the ground where your tents were, where everything was set up. So you're pretty confident. Like you're about maybe hour and 15 minutes at most from being back at Pear Trees. You're happy just to continue.
Leave the forest.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think we're getting out, right? Yeah.
I don't know. Like I feel like there's a lot to learn in this forest, but it's also like very scary. We have no idea how to get around it. So maybe we should just take a step back.
I think maybe. Yeah, I don't know. These trees moving about is weird. I think
We can take with us.
we'll end up kicking ourselves if we don't leave the forest and then we discover we're lost.
Yeah.
I think it's only an hour. What we reckon back to the edge. Let's do that. And if that all works, then we're not lost. Elwin's not full of bullshit.
Maybe we could ask around town as well for some information before we go back in.
Yeah, I guess so.
Better prepare ourselves for what we might want to find. Like, where is the heart of the forest? Like, is it in the center, or is it like And then maybe we can use the sun to guide us on a journey back in.
Yeah, I think we carry on. Carry on to the edge.
Yeah, great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you carry on, Elwin, using your navigational skills. You can see the sun sort of moving slowly above you as it carries on rising. But you've got a pretty good feel for what time of day it is, where what direction you're going. Everything, no problems there. After marching for 90 minutes, you find yourselves not at the edge of the forest as yet. Elwin, can you make for me a perception check with advantage?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're almost certain after 90 minutes that you should be out, if not at the edge of the forest by now. But looking sort of ahead of you, the sun is moving as you'd expect it to, but the forest just kind of looks like it has as much
Wait,
ahead
back
of
in
you
one
as there
sec.
was when you started moving close to 2 hours ago.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, what's happening?
I will be back in a
It's like
sec.
my idea of trying to track south the sun doesn't seem to be working very well.
Silly
What's
idea
happening,
was
huh?
this then?
Hmm. Well, no. Wait a second. Wait a second. We know. We know that it sort of did work a little bit, right?
We
Because
got back to the camp.
we got back to the camp.
Again.
So when you did your detect magic, Xavier,
Yeah.
what exactly was magic?
A lot of things. Trees, ground.
Ground. Okay, so what
I believe
if
the ground was magic anyway.
what
If
if
I'm rightly saying.
rather than the trees moving, the ground is moving?
Well, the trees were magic as well.
Yeah, but they could be magic enchanted to stay in place when the ground shifts around. What I'm saying is,
True.
magic rather than the trees like just shifting around a little bit. If the ground is like on a conveyor belt, essentially, then that might explain why we're still in the forest. But I don't know. I'm thinking it sounds like it's a puzzle that we need to figure out in order to navigate. I don't know if anyone else has any theories.
I've got some rope.
Is that owl still following us from the previous evening that I befriended?
Not at this point, no.
Okay. I think we should maybe take a little rest for now, figure out what we're doing, because I don't think we're going right. Give Kamsa a little nap sort of thing. See if I can find any little friendly birds I can talk to. See if they can fly up and give us any directional things if we're near the edge at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to a short rest actually.
Okay, so if you have a short rest,
Mm.
then to test the theory, we could we could take a length of rope and tie it between two trees and see how they move relative to each other.
We could do that. I mean, I'm kind of guessing that the trees that we tie it to won't move, but yeah.
'Cause they didn't for your tarp, did they? They didn't move when you had your
No.
tent tied to trees.
That's true. That's very true.
It's kind of like, can we actually have you guys actually seen these trees moving, or is it just you kind of corner of the eye?
Thought we saw something up ahead, didn't we?
We did see trees moving
Three
earlier.
of you actually saw trees moving, yeah.
I cast firebolt at the base of the nearest tree.
The fuck?
Yeah. You
Doesn't
throw this
scream out
flaming
in
bolt.
pain.
No, it doesn't scream. No.
Does it burn?
Yeah, there's like some scorch marks around the tree itself. Like a firebolt isn't enough to like start a fire like as such. It's not gonna sort of like light the forest alight, but it sort of scorched the bark as you expect it would.
No, they're just like normal trees. This is the issue.
They are normal trees. I mean, we could. I'm kind of tempted to say that maybe tie the rope to a tree, or stick a piton in it and tie or into the ground, and then just take the rope with us. I mean, I've got what 50 foot of rope, I think. That's what they told me when I bought it.
It's That is not very many feet of rope.
Yeah, it's 50 feet. That's pretty good.
That is enough for approximately 10 seconds of walking.
Well, yeah, I'm just
I have
thinking
50 rope. I have 50 feet of rope.
Right,
in
20 seconds.
in the forest. Is that not? I'm thinking, does it go out of sight? And then,
I can see for further than 50 feet.
well, I'm going to sit down and
Yeah, no matter what, I think we should have a short rest.
50 feet in meters is only 15 meters. Yeah, that's like not very far
yes,
at all, is it?
it's not far.
No, not at all.
While everyone's resting, can I find a tall tree to climb if I can't find any birds?
Yeah, sure. Anyone that wants to take a short rest can take one.
I will click the short
Can
rest
I
button.
not do it and I'll be rundling around doing stuff?
Yeah, totally. What is it you're up to, Mr. Elwin?
Oh, I'm gonna try and climb a tree to see if I can see any birds or see any way I can navigate us a little bit better. If I can find a tall tree to scout ahead or around us.
Get you to make an athletics check for me. Yeah, you begin trying to climb this tree. However, don't know if you sort of maybe you sort of misjudge sort of the quite how far you have to scale this tree before you get to sort of like branches to sort of grab. You manage to get about 10 feet up before you actually lose your grip and fall to the ground, taking 2 bludgeoning damage.
But
If I wasn't so tired, I'd laugh.
these magic trees, you see. On that note, I've got 18 more attempts.
You don't get to be 600 without being stubborn.
I'll try again then, Sam.
Sure, I'll get you make another dex check for me, I guess. Or another athletics check, sorry.
What's your strength modifier? Oh, it is
Nice.
positive.
Yeah, you take a sort of rub your hands together, take another go at this one. Yeah, you're able to scale this tree. Yeah.
Can I see above the trees to see if I can see like the village or any open area?
Yeah, you can just about. Yeah, you sort of get up and you can sort of have a look in the direction you were travelling, the direction where you think pear trees should be, and you sort of peer out over the treetops. You can see this sort of just forest reaching out in front of you, but you can see in the distance maybe 90 minutes travel, something like that. Probably even less than that. You can see pear trees just out there in the distance. Yeah.
I see it. So will we go in the right direction, but it's just taking longer than expected?
It's exactly where you think it should be in terms of direction. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Cool. Then I will climb back down and say it's all good. We are going the right way.
Fair enough. Well, let's go then.
Yeah.
Once
On your
we're
theory, I
rested.
think you could be right about maybe the ground's moving. That's why it's taking longer.
Possibly, yeah.
Cool.
Don't know what we can do about that.
Is there either a broken branch or actually I've got a club. A broken branch or a suitable low branch that I could cut off. I want to drag something behind me for a bit that's going to leave a mark.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can find like a branch nearby that you can snap off and use for that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do that. Cool. So for the next sort of 20 minutes, just drag it behind.
Okay. You guys just go carry on that direction to pear trees, yeah?
I see Carl doing that and wonder why he's doing it and think I should be doing it as well. So I take my quarterstaff off and drag it behind me.
Fair enough. Yeah. So you press on for 20 minutes. Yeah, you are making this these drag marks behind you, the both of you.
Do you think we? I was kind of thinking that maybe now we double back
What, try and follow the drag marks?
and just see if they're straight or not. And,
Oh no, 2 rolls.
yeah. Do we want
Yeah,
to?
I mean,
Everyone want to do that, or do you want to? Some people stay here, and I'll just wander back.
I think we stay as a group. We split up
Yeah.
in a mystery fruit thing. It doesn't
yeah,
help.
splitting up is not the way to go. In
Oh,
Splitting
this.
very
up's
pleased
always
to-
terrible, let alone with like a mystery, confusing forest.
Yeah, we'll head back and then we can always just double back on ourselves.
Well, we should just we should follow the drag
We
marks.
can
So.
also work out with the sun if it is changing direction. Same sense.
So following our track back.
Well, you want to go back on yourselves now? Was that?
Follow
Yeah,
the
just
lines that we've just dragged in. Yeah.
So does it either go in a weird direction, or I'm a little bit of me is expecting it to just disappear?
I'll get you all, if I can, quick, to make a perception check for me.
Yeah.
I'm so shit at perception.
Mr. Warforged.
Yes.
So I was just waiting for yours. Nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you start tracking back yourselves. You follow the track for about 10 minutes. It looks like it's in a pretty straight line. There's curves every now and again around some of the trees, but it sort of matches the journey as you remember it. As you are, I didn't mean to move everyone's stuff then. As you are all making that this sort of travel journey, following it back, Elwyn, Eleanor, and Warforged, you think you can hear all of a sudden. You can hear the sound of sounds like hooves or something. You can hear this sort of like bounding noise. And all of a sudden, you see just come dashing out of the tree line, and it appears to be making a dash straight towards you guys. Actually, there are 2 giant boars.
Oh God.
It's ready.
Tusky things.
Everybody's roll
Minutes or-
initiative.
Oh, user Phil lacks permission to update journal entry.
Yeah,
Cool.
same here. User Jake also lacks this permission.
Oh well, as long as we all lack it, that's fine. I
Yeah.
thought I was being singled.
Oh, I actually for
Look out
once
before.
rolled quite well on initiative.
Yeah, I've been doing well on the all initiative.
So,
I rolled awful.
yeah.
Gonna get +3.
Elwyn, Eleanor, and Warforged, you guys are good. Everybody else is caught on surprise for this first round as these things just bound out of the forest.
Oh, so much for rolling good on initiative then.
Yeah.
So
Wait, whose turn was it? Who's not surprised?
everyone is surprised other than Elwyn, Eleanor, and Warforged.
I am Warforged.
Elwyn can't be surprised in a forest. something.
Elwyn, you are up first in initiative.
Oh, why is my sheet gone? Where's the first shot? Why have you gone? There you are. Always got to do it on the first shot.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. That's pretty good.
Hmm.
That's 16 damage.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Do I want to do a bonus action? Oh, I could have spoke to them. Too late now. That is. I'm gonna move Pepper near me as well. Can I move Pepper at all?
Yes. Their initiative's always supposed to be straight after yours, isn't it? Oh, Pepper was surprised, to be fair, so no, I guess probably not
Okay.
this time round. Not in the first round, anyway. Eleanor, you also were paying enough attention to see this coming, though.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna firebolt it
Yeah.
and miss.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna just I guess dash over here into these bushes and take a bonus action hide.
Yeah, go for it. Make a stealth check for me. Nice.
And that's it.
Warforged, you were also paying enough attention.
Warforged is like, those things are scary. So can you try and hide in these bushes over here?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
Make a stealth check for me.
I'm a robot.
I'm gonna get trampled.
Nice. Anything
I'm
else you'd
stood
like to
next to
do,
you. I'm going to get
Warforged?
burned.
Am I hidden?
Well, you rolled a 9. It depends what their perception is.
Wait, are we outside of the place that not allows magic?
You are still in a country where magic is illegal. But I'm not sure
Is there
what.
cameras?
Yeah,
No.
last week, or not even about 3 hours ago, Z let off a lot of magic.
I
So
shot a lot of people with a lot of lightning.
he did.
It was
Hanks,
glorious.
what are you thinking of, Warforged? Bearing in mind you've used your action for the turn to hide.
Oh, have I? Oh yeah, I have. I'm sorry, I was
You
in
might
the
have
Aaron
bonus actions
mindset.
still, but
I don't. Hold on. Do I have any? Nah. Never mind then.
you're just gonna hide, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Um,
Don't do it, man.
this
Don't
one
do it.
here charges forwards, and you are exactly in the right place for it to be
Yeah.
a straight line towards you, Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this just charges at you and makes an attack with its tusk. But despite being surprised, you have just enough about you. You're able to just sort of dodge and duck out of the way as this giant boar just sort of pulls up and rears up above you. Oh,
I am a god. You aren't adjacent to it, Carl.
sadly not.
No, I was trying to work out what it did.
Then this other giant boar does the same thing in this direction, using it, and it just charges at you, Warforce. You sort of try and hide in that bush, but the bush is not probably as big as you maybe thought it was initially. Your roll wasn't great, and it just drives at you with its tusk, and that one is a hit. That hits you, Warforged, for 12 damage, and because it charged at you, it also does an additional 2d6. And forces a strength saving throw from you.
Oh.
So yeah, you take another 5, and you are knocked prone by that.
Oh.
Ooh, I turned you invisible.
Ooh. Let me be invisible.
Yeah, you get knocked to the floor, Warforged. Carl, you obviously you've just heard this sort of rushing of hooves, and you see a couple of your party members go dashing around, and these two giant boars just bearing down on top of you, your whole party.
I'm going to. I'll see Warforged go down, and I'll shout at Leokin to hold off, protect Z, and
Thanks.
I will move up to this one. If I can, I'm going to sort of try and get myself between it and Warforged.
Yeah.
And then have at it.
Nice, yeah, it's a good hit.
There's not a lot I can do with that. That will. Oh, it's already damaged, isn't it? I'm going to action surge straight away. And I'm going to attack it again.
Nice.
Exactly the same roll.
Slightly higher damage though.
Slightly higher damage. I'm getting these.
That's it.
Right, and that's
You sort of
that's it.
slash it at that time, and it sort of lets out this massive sort of just like
Yeah.
squeal as you do that. Yokin, you have boars either side of you. 3 if you include Zervia was a boar, I guess.
I was cold.
It's just rude.
Sorry.
There's no need.
I was on mute. If I move, do they get advantage on me?
They would get opportunity attacks, yes.
I'm gonna sit here, and as I got told, I'm going to protect. Protection from evil and good. Yeah. I'm gonna cast it on Xavier. Wait, no, wrong person.
I'm also curious to how much use you think you'll get from that spell, but sure.
Wait,
It
did I do it
protect
wrong?
it protects against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
No, not one of them.
A worthy guess would be that these are probably beasts,
Yeah.
which
Oh.
is
I
not
think-
one of those types.
I think if you cast it on them, it might protect them against Z.
Well, that's a good point actually.
That list, think of it as like magic creatures, kind of.
Yeah, it's like
Mostly.
magic peeps basically. So if we are being attacked by a bunch of weird,
I didn't actually realise that.
yeah, it's cool.
Anything
Can
else
I-
you would like to do?
It's one of those super
No, thank you.
sort of specific spells that you have to like. It can be really, really amazing or really terrible depending on who you're coming against.
Mr. Elwin. Yeah, he's all in on the sharpshooter.
Ah.
Yeah, that one's a miss, I'm afraid. If only +5 would have made it hit. Don't know how familiar you are with giant boar ACs, but
Well, 12 has hit previously.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah. I think I hit with a 9,
you hit with a 13.
a 13.
anything else you
Pepper
was
doesn't have disengage or anything, does she?
Does what? Sorry.
Pepper doesn't have any like special abilities apart from pack tactics,
Yes, just pack tactics in the keen senses.
and that is for my abilities, right? I can't have her attack if I attack.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Get her out of trouble if you can.
Yeah, she'd get opportunity attacks if he does. So
She'll be alright.
stand there.
She'll be alright.
Brave. Z, you've got this this one that tried to attack you last turn, just sort of snorting down over you, towering above you.
Yeah. I kind of call out to everyone else. How bad's this? Is this bad? Is this a big situation? And I look over and obviously see Pepper's possibly going to be in danger as well. Warforged down, and I just reach into my component pouch and pull out a small like claw that I've made out of that modelling clay I bought. And I kind of just pull my hand around it and just force this hand up through the earth behind these guys here. And
Wow.
cast Maximilian's Earth and Grass.
What's his spell? I've never seen this spell before, I don't think.
I don't know what it's going to roll here and what it's going to not. I think it actually has triggered.
Mm.
Which one did that target? Because I don't quite know how that works.
This one here.
Can it be on this one, please?
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, this hand kind of breaks its way through the earth, and it's made of the ground still, and it just smashes down on top of this boar. It takes 2d6 bludgeoning and is restrained. It's only got 1 hit point, yeah.
Always the way.
Yeah, thought it might be. Yeah, it just kind of smashes down onto it. And then I look back up at the boar in front of me, and I'm just like, okay. I think it's an action on my next turn to do it to reach for a different creature. Yeah, cool.
Wait, is this train weird now in the middle?
No, yeah. Well, there's a giant earthen hand there.
There it
Like,
is.
Can I walk through it?
I'm gonna
It's a
say
5-foot
no.
square. It takes up a 5-foot square, apparently.
Oh, that's 10 foot there, right?
Well, that's a 10-foot
Oh yeah, that's
square.
true. In that case, yeah. I mean, you wanted it to attack this one, didn't you?
Yeah, like it would probably be next to it, right?
Yeah. So like one of these squares of your choice is where it is, I guess.
This one.
Excellent.
Why not? Yeah. Surprisingly, that's everything for me.
Oh, that's the worst square. Why choose that square?
What?
It means I can't attack now. I can't get over. I can't get around it
Why not?
because I literally don't have enough spaces to get around.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Oh yeah,
30.
sorry. I thought this one's it's dead.
This
Isn't
one's
it?
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leap over it.
You're a rogue. Just dash.
Anything else for you, Z?
Oh, no, I'm good. I have no bonus actions.
I don't know.
So am I hidden? I don't quite. If I move out of this, am I still hidden? How's that work? I don't actually know.
So you don't necessarily know whether you are hidden. You made a
No.
roll, and when hidden becomes like any importance, you find out if you are. But for what it's worth,
if I
your roll
move-
was very good. You are hidden for
Yeah.
the time being.
Yeah, but what happens if I move?
It just depends on like obviously if you just walk into like daylight and end your turn there. But if you're moving during your turn and their passive perception is lower than what your roll was, you're still hidden.
What was my role?
Hi. I can't remember what exactly, but it was quite good.
Hang on, I just had it here. No, it's 14, I think, but I'll double check. Yeah, 14. Yeah.
Okay, so if I was to, for instance, just walk up to this boar, that I would still be hidden if I thought that its passive perception was less than 14.
Yeah, during that one turn. Yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
normally rule it. Yeah.
Cool. So I walk up to the boar and I stab it.
Yeah, go for it. You get advantage.
Which is what button?
Alt.
Cool. I wasn't quite sure about the mechanics around it. Not that it was very useful to have advantage. But I get sneak attack damage.
You do.
Oh well. 10 damage. Oh no, 13 damage. Yeah.
Anything
And
else?
that's that. No.
Warforged, you are lying prone on the ground. You can get up from prone, but it will take half of your movement to do so.
Can I get up from prone?
Sure.
So I now have 15. Yeah, 15. What's this thing here? Is this like that
That's Zerviel's earthen hand.
Right, so I'm guessing I can't shoot past it.
You can shoot past it, but it'll get +2 to its AC. The boar.
I'm just gonna. Can I just
Yeah.
move more?
Zervil is a name that would make an excellent spell.
That's the plan. Ziviel's unending xylophone. It's just a cantrip. Just bing, bong, bong, bing, bing.
Does that work?
Zerial's irritating
You didn't
cacophony.
target anyone with it, Zerviel. Warforged. You cast it, then you have to click the who you want to target with the blast. That's better. Nice.
It did the thing.
Right
It
into
did
its
the
go.
thing.
1 damage thanks to your big roll.
That was an impressive effect for 1 damage.
Oh, I'm so proud of myself.
Everyone says
Is it-
Eldritch Blast is good. I don't believe them.
Do you know, is it not plus anything, Eldritch Blast?
There's a invocation you have to take for it to get the plus charisma.
Ah.
At which point it becomes very good.
Anything else for you, Mr. Warforged?
No, that's it.
Okay. This boar will. Yeah, it'll swing round at the lady that just hit it with a sword on the previous turn, and just swing a tusk round at you. Which does hit for 7 slashing.
Ouch.
And then as it does so, it just turns and goes to run in the sort of direction away from the rest of you. So all 3 people adjacent to him can take opportunity attacks if they so wish.
So you get a sneak attack if I hit.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Weirdly doesn't give the option for that. Oh, he does 1 damage though on that. Oh my goodness.
That's impressive.
Either of the other 2?
Yes. I assume I can't make said opportunity attack with my giant earthen hand.
No.
Damn. Then I smack it with a quarterstaff. Whatever. Yeah, max damage.
Nice. Leokin, do you want one?
Oh, you get -1 damage. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's strength based.
Wait, we're getting an advantage on them.
You get to opportunity attack, yeah, you get to smack him. Nice.
That's also a hit.
Nice.
So many
Nice.
dice.
Where's he going?
Then dashes off in this direction. Starts beelining for the trees with the sort of direction it came from.
Don't follow it.
Carl, you're up.
I think I'm done. It's gone. Don't chase it. I shall shout. And yeah, that's it. That's all I need to do.
Leokin?
Me, I'm done as well.
Fair. Elwyn?
That's more like it. Come on, man. Yeah. Thought nobody
You
was
sort
going
of
to attack
take
it.
the shot and it looks like spot on, and then just at the last moment it just sort of veers very slightly with its sort of with its the sort of direction it's going. It just dodges past it. Anything for Pepper?
No. Missed my shot.
See.
Well, I look a little bit annoyed because I burnt a big spell to make a big earthy hand and now it's running away. So I just kind of reach over and just cast a firebolt in its direction.
Nice. Yeah, that's a hit.
6 points.
That is 6 points. But it actually only does 1 point of damage. Because this is relentless.
What?
If the boar takes 10 damage or less that would reduce it to 0 hit points, it is reduced to 1 hit point instead.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Oh, don't worry.
I watch it. Kind of keep walking, I guess.
Eleanor will finish it off.
I take a bonus action to hide.
There is a big hand there for you to hide behind.
Yeah, it's probably pretty bad though. Am I hidden? I'm gonna
Again,
shoot anyway.
yeah. No, you've got
I am.
no advantage on it now. You've
Gosh
got
darn
five.
it. Ugh,
Ah!
shucks.
Nice.
Although I do actually do some decent damage, so
That is below 10 damage, but that does also only work once per short rest.
I was gonna say, I think it said once for sure.
Otherwise, that would be bonkers annoying. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. You sort of see it just sort of making for the tree line, getting to the point where it would be quite hard to catch up with, and you just managed to take it, and this massive body just drops down to the ground and sort of kicks up some dirt around it. Nicely done.
Nice shot.
I'll
Oh.
take for lunch.
Yeah, if we could cook it. I'll just look over at that big hand.
It waves.
And yeah, I thought it might. And
Does like a
then
finger
look over
gun.
at you. Is that you?
What?
The hand.
Got two of them, mate. What's your point? Three now. Hey,
For fuck's sake. I shall say.
it's pretty good, isn't it? Picked this up not too long ago. I thought it was pretty neat. Thought I'd give it a test run, you know.
Yeah, that's
Best bit is, and I'm turn it and I make it like go like this. I just go and hop up on it and sit on it like a chair. And now it can just slide me around for the next minute.
yeah.
Is it a minute it lasts for? Yeah, it's a minute. Just kind of like Professor X my way around the group a little bit on it.
I'll go over to Leakin and just ask him. Yeah, you're right, lad. What happened? What happened there? You didn't hit it with a sword.
You told me to try to protect Xavier.
Yeah, fair.
To be fair, I felt very protected.
You must have.
I appreciate it. I really do. So that was exciting.
I'm gonna
Very.
What we doing?
rummage in my bag for a scrap of cloth or something and tie up like where my arm's gashed.
Yeah.
And then just say, let's continue.
Cool. Yeah, you guys travel for another sort of 5 minutes or so. Yeah, and you come back to where you were when you began making these paths in the ground. The two
Oh, yeah.
of you. Yeah, and pretty much where you started it, you see the paths end.
Well, that's proved nothing but wasted 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. Terrible idea, Carl. Don't know why we listened to you.
Oh,
Never listen to him again.
I do what I always do when I'm not sure. What would Z do? And then I do something fucking stupid. Let's. Okay, old man.
Well, we need to leave then,
Yeah.
right?
Get us out of this flaming forest.
How do we get out? Because we've just gone 20 minutes back in the wrong direction again.
We just he carries on leading us. Elwyn
Well,
seemed
now-
pretty
But
sure.
now we can just follow the gouges back again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see if they're still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll do that.
Sure. Cool. Yeah, you spend 20 minutes heading back in the same direction. And yeah, again, you find these sort of drag marks in the ground just sort of lead up to where you stopped and turned around previously.
Maybe they've moved now. Should we go back and check?
Same tree.
We should carry on drag marking all the way out of the forest.
You should just carry on and get out of here.
Yeah, we should, but we should also carry on drag marking, I think, all the way out.
Yeah, will do. Stick in the ground. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, you all carry on following Elwyn's lead. And yeah, you carry on for about an hour or so, which gets you to the sort of point where Elwyn, you sort of expected you should get to about the edge of the forest. And again, you still just have you still got pretty much a fair amount of forest up ahead of you as far as you can see. Happy to just continue, or
Well, no, have we even actually moved at all
Oh,
from where he last checked?
we've got a big drag line.
yeah, you've been walking for an hour.
I'll see if Pepper can smell anything.
Yeah, she can make a perception check. Um, when you say smell anything, are you looking for anything in particular, or
Halflings.
halflings?
Yeah.
No, nothing that she recognises as a halfling. Again, quite a lot of wildlife can smell sort of in the forest and around, but nothing that's distinctly halfling. No.
Normally when she smells, sort of thing, in like cities nearby, is there sort of like a distance she can normally pick up the sense of villages in?
I mean, sorry, what sort of distance could she pick up a scent? You mean?
Yeah.
Kind of depending on a lot of stuff like what the scent is, what the environment is. Yeah, hard to say, but I mean, Wolf's got a pretty good, pretty keen sense of smell. Enough to name a feature after it. So
Guess we'll continue for another 30-40 minutes.
cool. So yeah, you carry on for another 40 minutes. You can see the sun's starting. It's not setting, but it's certainly on the downwards. You think it's about just after 4 p.m. you'd expect. But again, looking ahead, you don't feel like you're much closer. Still looks like you've got a fair amount of forest you can see ahead of you.
We have more forest ahead of us than we expected to have.
A lot more by now.
A lot more, yeah.
This is bullshit, says Carl.
Why didn't you go up to the top of the thing and see how far we've got again?
Yeah. Good idea.
Okay.
You can make an
Tree.
athletics check. Nice. Yeah, you climb up, Elwyn. Again, you sort of have a look around, and you're pretty confident pretty confident in the sort of directions at this point. You sort of look out. Yeah, you can see pear trees again. Estimating, probably looks like it's about 2 hours on foot.
Oh my god.
Did it look?
Does it look what? Sorry.
I looked at the tree earlier about a few hours ago, and it was 90 minutes at that point.
Last time you climbed the tree, it looked sort of somewhere between 60 and 90 minutes. Yeah.
And how long have we been walking for?
An hour and 40 minutes.
And now it looks 2 hours away.
Curious.
We did walk back ourselves a little bit.
Yeah. So
you've been walking an hour and 40 minutes since you caught up on your
where
they ended. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
you
mean,
an hour and
that's
40.
technically that's a total of 2 hours walk towards what we thought was the exit, and we've successfully made it half an hour further away from the edge of the forest.
This is not great.
9.
Don't know what you
I guess we could start making some houses in here.
Yep. We're forest people now.
I suggest to. Yes, it's interesting, isn't it? How Sam has created this really interesting world, and we spend the entire campaign just in one forest.
Find those fur balls eventually.
Elwyn, I suggest, like, I ask you if there's any other landmarks the other direction from the top of the trees that you can see. Like maybe a clearing in the woods, something like that. I suppose clearing's not really helpful, is it? No, they've
I've come up
moved.
with an
Just
idea.
anything.
What if we dig down? What if we start harvesting loads of wood? Someone starts digging until they can't detect any magic. And then we start digging till we can get out, and then we put up like the wooden
It's the
things to
Great
keep
Escape.
the ground stable. It is. It is a good escape.
Great escape, indeed.
What if we can't
It's
get
a
out
lot of work,
any
but
other
it's not
way?
an illogical idea. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I think it's actually quite a good idea in the abstract. I think in this particular case, it's almost certainly too much work. It will take
How
us
It
months
would take
to
us
plan.
months of digging to move that 2 hours worth of.
Well, we'll have some downtime then. Downtime.
There into the back of Warforge's head.
Can you
From
what, say?
what?
there's a bird in there, isn't there?
Head, because I just
Yeah.
remember a bird living there.
Bird
It's
in
a
my
flying bird
cranium.
back of Warforge's head that can fly.
I have another idea.
It is a flying bird.
I have another idea.
Mm-hmm.
What if we set up like a massive like nest in a tree? So like have 6 nests in a tree in different trees, and then we go to sleep. Then we wake up, and one day, one of us will wake up outside, and then we go like get like a flare gun or whatever's like that in these times, and shoot that to say one of us is out.
And then what do we do?
Well, then we get help.
I love the way your plan relies on sleeping until you just wake up outside of the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any point in us doing something like lighting a fire, building a? It's going to take an age to build it, but building a fire, lighting it, nice smoky one, so that again we walk another hour. Elwyn shimmies up a tree, and he can see where we're heading, and he can also see maybe where the smoke is.
I think that's not a bad idea at all. Actually, I was just saying like I wanted to landmark, but we probably don't have a landmark.
Yeah, if we
Using a fire is a really good way of having a landmark. I think that's a great idea. My only concern is burning down the forest by accident.
Well, to be fair, I thought that was going to be Cody's suggestion when he was like, "I think we should set a."
yeah. What do you think, Owen?
Is following Warforge's bird.
Well, I think the problem is trying to figure out. I think the problem is not trying to figure out like how to get the right direction because we walk in the right direction. It's just that it seems like the more we walk, the more forest somehow manage to get between us. And we know that we're walking on the ground and like we're making progress on the ground. So somehow there's like some magical mechanism that's transporting making new forest in between us. And we need to understand how that mechanic works, I think, in order to work out how to get out. So just following the bird isn't necessarily going to help.
What if we walk backwards?
I didn't think about that. Like, do we walk backwards? Do we step backwards, or do we?
That
Do
was
we?
my
Yeah,
like
step
Carl's
backwards.
with our
gone over.
backs towards the way we want to go.
Yeah, I don't think that's a terrible idea.
Carl's gone over to either that handy stone on the map or a suitable thing. I'll just put my pack down beside me, shield leaning on it, sat on it, and just head in hands. This is ridiculous.
So, do we walk backwards, or do we set a fire, or do we do both? I
Let's-
think we do both. I think they're both good ideas. I think we should do both.
Okay.
Do we all have to walk backwards?
Yes.
Yeah.
What about Pepper?
Oh. That's a problem.
So you're saying I'm stuck here in this forest with you guys until we can teach a wolf to walk backwards?
It's easy.
This is magic bullshit. I can't help but think that I've never got lost. I've never found myself stuck in a situation like this until I started hanging around with people that use magic.
To be clear, was not my plan. I don't think any of this was really my plan.
But that's not you saying it's not your fault, which is what I thought you were going to say.
Well,
To be fair, also, Carl, I've never been stuck in situations like this until I started hanging around with a racist drunk.
Oh, fuck's sake.
and I'm just
Um,
loving life.
We should do that, but I think honestly, we should do both those things. Like we should walk backwards just to see if that does anything, and we should set a fire just to see if that does anything. Get some more information, walk half an hour backwards, and then see what happens.
Cool.
Guess we need to build a decent-sized smoky fire.
Yeah, I'm expecting Alwyn can probably do that because he's a forest man.
Is there like, would there be a tree that is far enough, like that has enough empty space around it that we could just burn a tree? Could we try and
you
find
could
a
probably
tree like that?
find a tree that's
I don't know how Owen feels about burning a tree, to be honest.
Well, like, thing is, you make a fire, you are technically just burning a tree, just you cut it down first. So if we find a tree that is like a good 3 meters clearance on all sides from any other bit of tree, then we're just burning that tree.
Your little shiny butt thing, tree.
Wait, what? I just heard my shiny butt thing.
Can you cast that spell where you illuminate something and we can see it?
I can if you guys want to wait 10 minutes. I can have a look around for some magic-y stuff.
Wait, what spell are you thinking of
Yeah.
casting?
Just detect magic, I assume, is what he's after.
No, I don't
No.
think so.
I think
So
he
you
was
did
talking
that-
about your
Don't you have
mage armor.
dancing lights?
It was, and you did a shiny thing right in your butt. I will look at it.
That was mage armor.
Well, that
I
was
think.
mage armor.
But I think you've got dancing lights, don't you?
I do have dancing lights,
It was dancing lights, I think.
but they only last a minute, and they have to be within 120 feet of you.
Not very
Burning
helpful.
tree lasts a lot longer,
Burning trees forever.
and I don't have to be stood near it.
Well, I guess you could just set fire to the top of one, I suppose.
That was kind of my thought, yeah.
I think we should do that.
Could I try and find a tree nearby that looks like it's got like a 3 meter clearance either side, so I don't
Party
actually burn
dies
down an entire forest?
attempting to run out of forest fire.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh!
I don't know if I have to do any kind of check.
So
to
we're
find such a
setting
thing.
No,
fire
that's
to a
fine.
tree,
Let's grab a drink while we're setting fire to a tree. Back one sec.
and then we're walking backwards from it.
Yeah, that sounds.
I'll be
Not
back in a
ridiculous.
moment.
How are we not going to walk into a tree?
Well, we'll figure that out.
Yep. I'll swing a stick behind me.
Yeah.
Is question, Mr. DM Sam?
Mm.
Is a tree a flammable object?
Yeah, potentially.
How about we get a stick, light it on fire, and then put it on our backs? So then when we're walking backwards,
We
the
set
trees would
fire to
burn down.
all of that's a thing that you said.
Yep, it is.
Maybe we can only get out if we're actually on fire?
Oh, don't tempt me.
I feel like Cole's volunteering for that.
Oh. Oh. It's been such a long day.
So you're going to set this tree alight, are you, Z?
I think he is.
Yeah,
You got to make sure it's going to burn decently. We don't want to like walk 20 minutes and then have it go out.
I aim my fingers up towards like the leaves and the thin branches and cast firebolt towards it, which
Nice.
apparently will ignite
I
objects that aren't being worn or carried.
I'll join you with that.
Nice. Yeah, you guys are able to set the
Combo
leaves of
move!
this tree on fire.
Yeah.
We combo a firebolt and make a big firebolt.
Yeah, and quite quickly
magic
as
works.
it has a few seconds to start sort of catching and really spreading, you see this whole tree, like all the leaves at the top of it, light up. It's a very big torch.
Oh, I just would like, before we leave, can I just spend a minute just making sure it's not spreading to other trees around it?
Yeah, that's fine.
And I have Ray and Frost at the ready if it
I
does
was,
start to
I was
spread.
going to say, as you're stood there looking at it, I was just going to ask, and what are you going to do if it is?
There, Ray of Frost, baby. You complain about me burning you too much. I'm going to freeze you instead. I go, cool. Start and take my quarterstaff, hold it behind my back, and start waving it behind me and walk backwards
Cool.
in the direction that Elwin said we should walk.
Yeah, so you're all gonna walk backwards in this direction, yeah?
I'm really not sure.
Do it.
If I don't
let's
walk
walk for like
backwards-
half an hour.
Are you going to blame me on us not being able to get out?
Yes. No, that's not fair. We can't blame you for not being able to get out. We will blame you for not finding out whether this is one of the options which solves the puzzle.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, God, okay.
And Sam was worried about us not having some sort of particular map.
Sorry, yeah. And what have we not got to tonight, Sam? Sorry. Anything?
To be fair, I always massively overestimate how much you get done in a session.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even for that, this is a new
Even
low.
for us, this is good.
The
Okay.
worst bit is there is probably some really simple thing that we've missed, and I love it. Yeah, we walk backwards. We walk backwards.
We walk backward. I'll walk backwards until I either trip or walk into a tree, and after that, fuck it, I don't care.
I purposely stand behind Carl and I'm checking for trees so I can nudge him if he goes near a tree.
Cool.
I guess we walk for half an hour and then check.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think so.
So yeah, you occasionally between the group of you, the occasional stumble, occasional trip, but working together with with Pepper doing her best with Elwin's instructions to also do the same. You achieve walking backwards for half an hour. Congratulations, party.
Cool. Once you've done that, Alwyn, get up a tree and see what's going on.
Surely he's got to climb up it backwards.
Yeah, don't forget to go up backwards, yeah? Feet first. I hope you're proud of what you've done to us, Sam.
Oh,
I will climb the tree and have a look.
Cool. I guess that means it's time for an athletics check. Elwin.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. You can climb the tree. I think it's just better. Yeah, you're able to climb the tree, Elwin. And yeah, you take a look out. You can see, sort of in the direction you've been travelling away from. You can see the sort of smoke and fire from that tree fire that your party set.
Okay.
Then as you sort of turn, look in the opposite direction, you can, you can see pear trees. Looks like it's, if you were estimating, about 2 hours travel.
How far would it be if I was going to walk to the burning tree?
Backwards, backwards or forwards? Probably looks like you're about maybe 10, 15 minutes walk from it. Forwards.
Guys, keep going.
We can walk forwards now, right?
Yeah.
Well, wait a second. So, how far away were we from pear trees before?
2 hours.
So, we've not managed to get any closer to pear trees, but we've
Oh.
only managed to walk 15 minutes away from the fire rather than half an hour.
Yeah, we were walking backwards. That's pretty good. Half speed backwards.
Erwin, do you estimate that the distance between us and the fire is as far as we've walked, or not as far, or further?
Looks pretty much
Oh.
about what you'd expect, yeah.
What do you expect? Well, I'm out of ideas.
We just give up and start making houses.
So,
So, a tunnel it is. If you've managed to not find any information out by this, I suggest we probably go back and put the tree out before we move on.
Or we just burn all the trees down.
That was out of character, by the way.
I thought it might be.
I want the tree. Shane, on the other hand, will happily burn them all down.
uh, I'm.
How about
I'm completely out of ideas.
Leakin's idea and dig a hole?
I don't really know where we're supposed to be going or
Hmm.
anything.
I think Sam just doesn't want us to play in his campaign anymore. Look, guys, let's just go.
I think it might actually be over. I think we just die in this forest.
I think maybe we died on the lightning train.
Maybe.
Help us, Sam.
It's
Help us,
purgatory.
Sam.
I think. Well, I think maybe. Should we be? I'm leading up to suggesting that we head in a different direction.
What if the grass is like a treadmill, and the faster we go,
Maybe. That's not a bad idea, actually. But
We-
it,
See if we make any movement anywhere. Like wait an hour and then look up the tree and see if we're like 2 hours away. And
Yeah.
how far from that tree.
that's not a bad idea. I could do with taking a short rest, and so could Warforged, I suppose.
I have, since
Now,
Elwyn tried to climb the tree, I was gonna sit down and ritually cast Detect Magic again because
Yeah, go for it.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. We should take a short rest as well. Everybody else who's not you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Everyone can take a short rest. Jake, I will get
Christ,
you
it's
to
5
jump
o'clock already.
in the private
oh,
stream.
again,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we're agreed that it's Z's fault, and we're going to ritually sacrifice him.
And then you just kill them all, and then we'll go back into the main chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. Yes, you will get a short rest if
Yep.
you wish.
Well, if it's all, we were saying, what if it's all your fault, Jake, and you're just doing this because Carl's annoying you?
But to be fair, Carl is annoying me. It would be deserved at this point for me to trap him in a forest for eternity.
I just don't know what I've done to annoy you.
Or and you'll just leave like the other clan members of the whatever they were, the four of them that left.
I'm fairly sure that Big Chief is probably sitting on the edge of the forest now, getting ready to go back to
You have
Possibly.
been in this forest for 24 hours now. Success.
bugbear women.
24-hour
that was-
challenge inside an infinite forest.
That was something I was going to ask, actually, is can we remember when we came into this forest? That hasn't gone like blurry or anything.
No, you've got a clear memory of how long you've been here. Yeah,
Do I remember my name?
you do.
Did you spot anything different this time, Alwyn? Livio.
That's kind of pretty much the same. I was going to kind of keep, because you guys are doing an hour for a short rest, right? So every 10 minutes I'll recast it basically so that I have it at the end of the short rest as well, because it lasts 10 minutes.
Mhm.
So I thought we could walk and see if anything happens to the magics around whilst we're walking.
Okay. I vote we walk in a
Random direction, just wander.
Yeah. I don't know. Do I vote? That sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, it does sound like one of my ideas, actually. It's a little worrying.
Have we gone that sane that
Yeah, it's gone that wrong.
We've still got the burning tree back a while distance back. We can still use that as a measure, I guess. Presumably, it must still be smoking.
It's been burning for what, an hour and a half.
Is it still burning?
You can see, yeah, you guys can see some plumes of smoke just sort of above the tree lines. Yeah. So yeah, what we always do, I guess.
How much more sun have we got?
It's getting late. It's just gone 6 p.m. now, so you're probably into your last sort of hour, maybe 2 hours of sunlight.
I have literally no idea what to do.
Choose a direction. Let's go an hour and then camp, and then because walking around this forest at night it could be awful. We could get
Yeah.
lost,
Yeah, I agree.
and then
Not the fact that you can get lost. We already are lost. I mean, the fact that it's not good to walk around at night.
Unless the stuff doesn't happen at night, and then is it a good idea to walk around at night and it's just during the day that we can't get around?
You think that's the case?
that's a lot less stupid than walking backwards.
Guess which one I thought of first.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think we should go with Z's idea.
Wow.
Of-
Yeah, but we woke up in the morning and everything had moved, right?
Yeah.
The stuff does move overnight.
Yeah,
or if
that's
we
true.
don't let them move their stuff?
How do we stop them?
It's a really huge forest. The biggest one
Or
in
we
the
stay
land.
awake. We stay awake.
It could be a really
No,
small.
no, because I've seen trees move on their own when we're awake, and
Yeah.
so has others. I think Warforged and Elwyn off the top of my head.
That sounds right.
Okay.
I'm still tempted to say that we do an hour's walking in the dark.
It's a theory to test, isn't it?
Although whether Elwyn will be able to see the edge of the forest at that point.
Surely you see pear trees because it's fairly brightly
It'll be
lit up.
right?
Huh?
Oh.
Well, maybe it won't be low because this is like, yeah, maybe it's not enough Maybe it's not a big enough town, big enough village. I don't know.
I'm torn because I'd also rather put the tent up when it's light.
Yeah.
Oh, I can make light whenever we need it. That's not a problem.
So can I if fire counts as light.
Mine is the non-burning kind of light.
The less fun kind.
What do we do? Just walk in a random direction?
I think
Pull out my coin. Like my larger coin. I can pick a random direction if you want.
any way other than the tree, I guess, makes sense.
Yeah, I think perpendicular to the tree. Perpendicular to the line between the tree and the village.
Okie dokie. Are we going to rely on Elwyn
Left, I don't
to
know.
do that?
If we're going in a random direction, I think it would be best for someone else.
That's what we're doing. An hour's travel.
Left,
Cool.
Yeah.
I say left.
An hour's travel to the left. It is. Yeah. So you'll travel for an hour.
Oh, it's getting dark.
As you can see, yeah, you're starting to lose sunlight at this point. The sun's sort of dipped below the tree line, sort of the canopy of the forest itself. Yeah, you travel for an hour. You are still in the forest.
Well, I personally say we should go back and do the digging technique at
Oh,
this point.
we don't need to go back. We can do it from here.
Yeah, we
But-
can do it from here, but we go back to that idea.
Does Leah want to start digging while we set a camp up? I'll look at the tree.
Well, I
if,
was
if it's
thinking.
easier, Sam can just fast forward the campaign 6 months.
Well,
No.
I figure I can probably clear a decent chunk of earth out the way with a giant earthen hand. So that might help things. I can do that 3 times a day.
3 times a day.
So
Uh,
for a minute at a time each time. So
I can use my mage hand so I don't get tired. That would help. It's not me.
We're halfway to a solution. Yeah. Well, I guess what do you all want to do at this point?
I think if someone climb the tree, see if they can see pear trees.
Is that you
In a
again, Elwyn?
partridge in a pear
And that-
tree.
And the smoke
And the
tree.
smoke and day Christmas on me.
Oh God.
Oh no, no, I'm gonna do the same as last time. It's fine. You can climb the tree, Elwyn. Yeah, you climb the tree. Sorry. I thought someone was talking. I must have been just imagining things.
Oh,
You
you
hear
sing.
things.
Yeah, you climb up the tree. You can. The first thing you notice is this sort of plume of smoke, which is still sort of burning up in the air. Looks like pretty much you expect. Looks like it's about an hour's travel away from you at the moment, maybe a little bit more. And then you sort of look around, and it's getting quite dark. But you can actually, although you can't really see pear trees clearly, you can actually see like just the lights of what you assume to be the town. It's in the direction you'd expect, and it's certainly outside of the forest. These lights you can see. Probably looks like it's maybe 90 minutes, maybe slightly less.
So it seems like we've gotten closer.
Only a little bit.
Whilst he's doing this, I've got my book open again. And I'm going to try and cast detect magic again.
We've got half an hour closer, right? How long do you walk for?
We walk for an hour.
Walk for
We did an hour perpendicular as well, so we shouldn't really be any closer.
Yeah, if anything, we should be further away, right?
Well, there you go. So maybe we need to walk left constantly.
Do it again into the dark.
Sideways
Or-
as well.
Hey?
We're walking sideways as well.
Yeah, we're all crab walking. We'll just shimmy along.
No, I think either we walk on into the night or we camp now.
I mean,
I think I vote for camp.
I would
I
like
vote for
my spell
camp.
slots back. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright. This camp, I'm fine with camping.
I'm a bit tapped.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
But-
going to do some cooking.
I'll cook again if you want.
Oh, lovely.
I think Carl's going to be like sober for 24 hours. Or has he been sneakily drinking?
uh, I've probably been sneakily drinking a little bit, but
At this point, when we're having our food, Lyrican thinks it was better living on the street than coming to this forest.
The Oaken and Warforged will make a perception check for me as well in the chat.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I agree. For what it's worth, not that I've lived in the forest, but
oh,
this it almost it always makes you miss Griffin still, almost.
this really does.
Cool. So you guys want to take a long rest, do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, set up the tent again. The tents again.
I set up my whatever you call it.
Okay.
I can't remember what you used to call it back in the
Can't
day.
help but remember that the bugbears said that some of their people just disappeared in the night.
We'll find out, won't we? Given how bad my perception check was and yours, it might be me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys sort of make camp for the night. I am really quickly. I hate to do this so quick after I just did, but Cormac, can you jump into the private chat with me quick?
I didn't buy
So
any
yeah,
blues.
that's why I honestly Warforged is just not a character I think is just gonna last. It's just not gonna happen.
Mhm.
It's more the person playing him. Then,
Oh wait, guys, he's back. Sorry.
oh yeah, Warforged is great. So
Yeah,
Cormac,
favourite.
I am Warforge.
Yeah, you guys sleep through the night. By around half 5, the light's enough that it sort of brings you all to wake. I'm just gonna get everybody to make a perception check for me again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so good at that.
Right, perception.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
pretty good.
Mr. Warforged?
Oh, he's just taken a look.
Oh, you finishing your rest?
He was still asleep.
Huh?
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, look
go.
at you guys paying attention in the morning, other than the one groggy member.
yeah.
Lots of good rolls, but sadly, this perception check's using both of the last 2 checks, which means there are some much more mixed results. However, in the morning, Elwyn, Warforged, and Pepper, as everybody's sort of waking up and starting to sort of go about their business and gather themselves for the morning, the 3 of you notice something has changed again, like the previous night. There is about 15 feet away from your camp. You can see there's kind of like a not particularly wide, maybe about 6 foot across, but there's like a dip that you are certain wasn't there before. Looks like it goes down maybe 2 or 3 feet, just sort of, but it's almost like a small crater, but almost certainly was not there the night before.
I go have a look.
Yeah, totally. You just head over on your own, or do you want to let everyone know, or?
Weird dip crater thing.
What about you,
Did,
Warforged?
did you let us know?
Huh?
Oh, I hear you. Sorry. Shane.
Yeah, I said I was letting everyone know I was going to some weird crater.
Cool. Yeah. Sorry, I
Yeah.
couldn't hear you. You were sometimes a bit quiet.
That's cool.
My fault. I followed in that case.
So,
Does everybody want to go and inspect, or?
Yeah.
I'll ask Leakin if is this you starting your tunnel?
Nope.
He says that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wish it
you
was
guys
that.
all walk over. So yeah, there's this crater. Like I say, it sort of just sort of dips down. Probably not even 3 feet, like 2 feet at most. And it looks pretty sort of natural, I guess, in its formation. But as you're sort of looking around it, as you sort of step onto it, anyone sort of like puts their foot forward onto it, there's almost like it feels solid. It feels like more solid, and there's almost like a slight, almost like a hollowness to it, I guess.
Dig.
Wait. So it's a dip that feels. When you say it feels more solid than what?
It feels like more solid than just like loose dirt or anything like that. And there's almost like it's almost if you can sort of like, almost like you can bang against it, like a wall or something, I guess. Like there's this.
Right.
Like so,
I start casting detect magic again. 10 minutes. So
I give it a kick, like a stomp.
Yeah, and you get this. It disturbs a bit of the dirt. Then you just get this like a knock on wood sound.
it's drum sand. We're gonna summon a maker.
I will like kick some of the dirt away with my foot.
Yeah. You don't have to kick much away at all. And you find. You find what looks to be a wooden trapdoor. It's like a hatch just below the soil.
It's lost.
Yeah.
We're lost.
Um, I will point this out to the rest of the party.
Mm.
Yes,
I'll
you
ask
do.
Alwyn what his experience is with trapdoors in the middle of forests. Is it common?
Oh, can I check to see if it's trapped?
Yeah, you can do an investigation check on it.
It's good to open, Eleanor.
Yeah, you can't find anything wrong with it. It's a bit strange, a bit unexpected, but yeah, it looks like there's some kind of sort of just hatch underneath the dirt there.
Open it and see what's inside.
Um, yeah, are we opening it?
Yeah, I guess so. It's
That or walk around aimlessly for a day.
If people seem to be nodding and stuff, I would like to do my own investigation. Not that I didn't trust you, Alwyn, sorry, but you know, someone has to be. You have to, you know. Worse. So it doesn't matter. And I'm happy that I haven't found anything suspicious. I'll open it.
Yeah, you lift it up and it's sort of there's still a bit of dirt around it, and so a bit of the dirt sort of falls down into it. But you can see there's as you lift it, there's a ladder on the other side of it, and there's just some sort of flickering light you can see. You can see looks like the ladder leads down about 10 feet or so, and you can just see this sort of dirt mud floor at the bottom.
It's gonna be really awkwardly, because I'm guessing my wolf can't climb down the ladder.
Probably not easily.
The wolf will have to stay above then.
Or
By
just
Pepper.
just carry the wolf down the ladder.
how
Is it dark on the bottom?
how far down is it?
About 10 feet.
Oh,
You can see there's some kind of flickering light source down there. You can't see the origin of the light, but you can see this sort of flickering on the ground.
I call out. Hello.
And you hear sort of very slight echo, but there's no immediate response.
Lurkin,
Yeah,
you're a tough person. Why don't you take the lead?
I'll take the lead. We going down the hole then?
Yeah?
This must be a tunnel somebody else dug once before.
before we go down,
Should we chuck some rope down there?
well, that's a good idea. But I was thinking we should let's pack up the camp.
Oh
'Cause
yeah, sorry. Yeah,
the way this is going, we're going to go down there and not get back out. So
absolutely.
Can I tie a rope around Pepper? Can I borrow your rope car and tie it around Pepper?
yeah, but
That way
It's only-
we've got a rope
it's on-
on top of it. Pepper will stay at the top.
oh, hang on. Are you talking about lowering Pepper down, or are you talking about?
Leaving Pepper on top where there's a rope that we can see the exit.
Tie it around Pepper? We're better off tying it around a tree or something, wouldn't we?
Yeah, but I don't want to lose Pepper.
Let's take Pepper down with us.
Yeah, we'll just take Pepper down.
We can.
He could be a landmark.
I mean, once we go down there,
We're probably not getting back to where we came from if we go
Yeah.
down there.
yeah, I think as soon as we lose sight of that door, the chances of it still being there are tiny.
At which point, Pepper will be lost.
R.I.P.
Now that I think of it, just Carl spent a lot of last night kind of expressing the opinion that this is some sort of bullshit fairy tale, and indeed keep coming back to the bit about this is what happens if you mess with too much magic. Anyway,
I reckon Xylophone created this whole illusion. We're actually still on the electronic train.
Illusion's not really my forte.
You don't know that.
That's what a trickster would say.
Well, I
yeah.
suppose so.
So I think pack up our stuff, get our stuff, and then I'll go down first if you want, and then Elwyn, if you want to pass Pepper down to me.
I'll lower her down with a rope.
No, down with it. I'm saying 10 foot. You could.
She's a delicate.
Do I get to finish casting Detect Magic in this time?
Yeah.
Yeah, loads of time because we're going to wait for you to finish casting that before you pack your tent up because we're not doing it.
Well, I figure I'm going to try and time it as close as possible that I finish casting it.
Mm-hmm.
Grab my tent.
Oh, you want
into
it? You
a
want it
bundle
down?
and just.
You want it down there? Okay.
Because I would like to have it. I get it for 10 minutes. Cool. Yeah, you get it. I get it for 10 minutes after I cast it. So it'll be
Okay.
up for 10 minutes.
Who wants to venture down first? I guess.
I massively
I will.
suggest. I definitely suggest we go down this.
Yeah, I'll go down. I'll go down
After I've
first if you want.
cast that.
Or Leakin, was that you volunteering?
Yeah, I'll volunteer.
Cool.
Okay.
Can I go down?
Yeah. The Oaken. You climb
Yeah.
down this ladder about 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, and you find there's just sort of
I
like
don't own any token of vision on this scene.
you have one.
Do you need to refresh?
Yeah, try that.
I think I'm the same actually.
You don't. Nobody else does other than the Oaken.
Oh, cool.
Dark down there. Can you see in the dark?
Oh, that's
Ooh.
a good,
Yes.
that's a good point. Do you have dark vision? Because that might be. Oh no, you do
think
have
I
dark
do.
vision.
Right,
And also,
yeah.
to be fair,
Yeah.
there's a flickering light source.
I just pressed F5 and it all went terribly.
It takes forever for the game to load back up for me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh. I can see. And there's 4 corridors.
Yeah, so you get to the bottom and there's this it's just, the floor is this sort of like dry dirt mud, maybe slightly almost sort of clay, I guess almost. There's a couple of torches on the wall just to the sort of to the south of where you are, and you can
Well, there's
see
2
this
doors.
sort of central chamber seems to lead off. There's like four corridors leading off of it. There's like the walls are it's like a mix of like this mud clay, and also in a few places there's like some supports sort of just trying sort of keeping them relatively like stable.
Hmm. Okay.
Anybody else want to make their way down, or do you
Sure,
want to do
I'll
anything
follow down.
first,
But
or-
I think
Oh,
Carl.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going straight down after.
I think
you.
Carl, and then like maybe me and Xavier,
Yep.
at least, and then the other
I'll
others,
go down last.
bring up the pack. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
pass.
go down so the wolfie goes down.
Yeah, pass us down, Pepper, and
My plan is to just make
how
the
you,
most.
how you guys
use
getting
of
Pepper
this-
down?
this
Go
Carry
down
it.
with some rope.
I reckon if I stand at the bottom of the ladder and he's at the top, it's only 10 feet,
Chuck her down.
and just sort of encourage her, and I'll hands up. And
How big is Pepper?
She's just like a normal wolf, so
Hey, okay, fine.
that's cool. Yeah, she can get down, no problems.
if we can teach her to walk backwards, we can teach her to climb a ladder.
Exactly.
Yeah, your whole group find yourself at the bottom of this ladder.
Xavier, why don't you flip a coin as to what direction we should go?
Well, just before I do that, detect magic is concentration, isn't it? So I can't do dancing lights. That's fine. How long would I guess I have on my detect magic?
You've probably got about another 5 minutes. I mean, you can always drop concentration if you want, but yeah, you've got about 5 minutes left.
Yeah, just if I had like a full 10 minutes on it, I wouldn't bother. But no, I'd like to keep. Yeah, I'll pull out my coin.
Are there any weird smells Pepper can smell down any corridor?
Get to make a perception check for me. She doesn't always advise, doesn't she? If it's
Yeah.
hearing or smell, yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I did it like that. Actually.
Nice. A
Wow.
1 and a 2. No, she's a little overwhelmed, I guess. Like a bit unsure what to make this. She's just jumped down, jumped down a ladder. No, nothing really. Like there's nothing she can really give you a good read on or anything.
If it is.
So what are these flickering lights? Did you say? Sam, what's the
Oh,
light
sorry.
source?
Yeah, there's two. You can see these. There's two torches on the wall, just here and here. Can everybody see? By the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they giving off heat?
Yeah. They're just two lit like fire torches, like just like bit of wood with some rags wrapped around them.
Can I take one?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Yeah, give us a torch. And right, which way's he?
I flip a coin. If it's 1, we go up or down. If it's 2, we go left or right.
Oh, it's a question mark.
It's hidden.
Correct. Cool, we go this way.
Okay, who wants
I
to?
will go last.
Uh,
I still got Detect Magic up for a few minutes, so I am going to go first.
I'll go behind Jake.
Unless
Okay.
anyone tells me not to.
I'll go last if you want with the torch. If you guys want to go in the middle.
Still got dark vision.
I want to go somewhere in the middle, please.
Get yours.
Ooh. There's something
One
up
second,
here.
sorry. I'm just
Hurry,
gonna-
hurry up down the corridor then.
Yeah, so I can't see anything down the corridor. So
There is light coming from the end of this corridor here.
oh,
If you
weird.
get close enough down.
Leo can.
Yeah, sorry.
Easiest Sam moved us as a group. Then
Oh, it's fun.
Is it possible to do that? Because
Yeah,
I always
totally.
hate this. Like
Yeah.
I always hate this little sort of like everyone walks 5 steps.
Yeah, no, I agree. You guys are just coming up to the end here, yeah?
Yeah, just having a look
Yeah.
into this room.
That's cool. Yeah. So yeah, you'll make your way into this room here. There's a couple of light sources, and there's a few sort of rags around on the floor, and there's just this large pit you can see in the middle, which just seems to go down.
I know you said you had something fancy set up so that if I cast Detect Magic, stuff would happen.
Yes.
Is my Detect Magic still up?
It would be. You've got no reading or anything still at the minute.
I was going to cast the spell just in case something fancy happened, but just because I feel like you put the work into the effects. Fair enough. Cool. I will. Someone stops me. I will step over towards the edge of this pit.
Yeah.
don't push him.
You can look down. It looks like it just sort of goes down into darkness. Can't see anything in it at all.
Figure my Detect Magic is pretty much gone at this point, so I
Yeah.
summon the 4 motes of light and I send them kind of spiraling down the pit. As I can send them. They can go 120 feet.
Yeah, nice.
I believe it's 120 feet. Yeah.
Oh, what you're doing? Dancing lights, are you?
Dancing lights.
Oh, cool.
Send
Yeah.
them down. Oh, it's gonna make me cast things, but
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got these sort of dancing lights which you send down there.
send them spiraling down.
Yeah, they sort of go. They're able to go down about 30 feet or so before it just get to this sort of bottom. You can just see more mud and dirt down there. Doesn't seem to be anything in there at all.
interesting.
I believe as well. You can check my macro, Jake. You should be able to move those dancing lights for as long as they're on the map.
I believe so.
Oh baby.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. So I don't see any kind of anything down that
No,
pit.
it just looks like an empty pit. It's sort of lined with brick, but there's nothing in. And at the bottom, just this sort of mud clay floor.
It used to be a well, maybe.
It dried up well.
It looks bigger. And has it got a? Is it just flat to the ground and then it just drops into a hole?
Yeah.
Sacrifice pit.
Mm.
That's the other thing I was thinking.
Have I seen anything similar to this in my past?
What, holes in the floor?
Yeah, like a little pit, like a sacrifice pit. Would I recognise it as though someone gets sacrificed, like there's going to be bones at the bottom, or?
I mean, there's
Oh,
nothing
well.
at the bottom at all.
Okay.
It's just a hole in the
Hole.
ground, a brick-walled
Yeah,
hole.
kid.
It seems.
You've been digging holes again.
Hmm. So this room is just plain and empty apart from that.
Yeah, there's like some cloth and rags sort of spread around a little bit on the floor.
Take a look at the cloth and rags. Are they?
Yeah, you touch a few of them. There's nothing real note about them. They're a bit dirty. They're not. They're a bit dirty, a bit ripped up. But a couple of them are like damp.
Hmm. As in they've been wet, or is it just sort of mildewy type?
No, yeah, like they've been wet. Yeah.
Can I check the surrounding walls for trap doors or anything, or triggers? I just hit the round wall with my dagger.
Sure.
Poke the wall. In a round
Oh yeah, secret walls. That's a good call.
Yeah, nothing you find, Elwin. No.
Everyone just sees me walking around circle, poking the wall with a dagger.
Some sort of ritual aspect. Well, keep going, guys.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Go check a different direction, right?
Or did this end? Oh, it did.
And what are these on the wall? Are they torches that I can maybe remove?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I grab this?
I've got one.
I'll grab this torch here, the one that's under the dancing lights currently.
Yeah, cool.
Is it easier if we just go, we're moving back to the middle?
Yeah, can do. Yeah,
It
totally. Yeah.
must save us all actually.
Wait, is there not? Is there nothing down this end? Down this
No.
way?
Well, we can check, but it's a dead end.
Oh, it's dead end. Okay,
Yeah, it
sorry,
seems to be
I
dead
couldn't
end,
see
yeah.
it before. I didn't have any light, so any vision. Yeah, sure. Let's go back to the middle and then go a different direction.
Oh, you have made me curious now, though. Can I poke the end of that corridor with a stick? Just to make sure it's not like a fake wall or there's nothing that moves on it or anything.
Yeah, you can do. But let me make an investigation check for me while I'm moving people around, I guess.
Whoops. You may have moved me into a room.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Okay, I can see some things I shouldn't have seen.
Okay, this is the problem with me moving everyone because I'm a GM.
You just have Jake move and then move us when he goes into that room.
Okay, can I just quickly move around to get what I've looked up back?
It's literally like one room though, right?
I suppose, yeah,
we,
but
we know what's in there.
cool. Yeah, I'll just forget. Cool.
I rolled a 12.
Yeah, you don't find anything.
Work our way around clockwise?
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys want to head down this way, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your dancing lights would have gone by now as well.
How long do
Yeah.
dancing lights last? Just a minute.
They only last a minute, but it's only a cantrip, so I
Alright.
can just keep casting it if I want it. But I also have dark vision, so
I've
You
got
keep casting it on Cole's back.
to make him shiny.
Yeah.
So I see a door down here
You do, yeah. Give me one
and
sec.
some kind of.
and the gap. Yeah.
So yeah, you can see a door just ahead of you, and also a turning as well.
I relay this information to those behind me, and hope it
Mhm.
becomes Chinese whispers. And ask which way they would like. I guess can I just poke my head round the corner of this gap, just see if I can see anything.
Yeah, sure. I'll get you to poke your head round quick.
Oh, hello.
And yeah, you can see a number of creatures actually. They're all sort of, you can see them all. They're all sat at these sort of like tables. There's a bunch of tables in this room up ahead of you. You can see, and there's a
Yeah.
bunch of creatures just sort of slumped over them. A couple of them are moving slow. Looks like a couple of them are conscious. Some others may be unconscious.
There are
Um,
4 of them.
you can you can see what look like kobolds and hobgoblins.
Yeah. Okay. I turn back. I say, there's a whole bunch of nasties in the next room.
What if they're not nasties? What if they just want to chat?
I mean, with general knowledge, I know generally what kobolds and hobgoblins not the kindest of folk.
Not generally.
Unless that's not different in your world, right? They are in general not gonna have a bit of a chin wag.
Bugbears did though.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What do we want to do?
That's if you want.
We have enough of them. Can we take them?
I'm not sure. They're all half in like a state of not being awake. It would seem.
Or we could just burn them.
Oh,
Or we could just check this door first and possibly sneak past them.
All right.
you're gonna go and check. Well, I guess we can. There's enough room to shuffle past
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other.
yeah,
Maybe
totally, yeah.
who wants to check the door?
I can. I'm
sound-
fairly good at
You're
investigation.
probably the
I got
person to.
+6 investigation.
Oh wow, you do.
It's
Wow, that's incredible. I guess not then.
intelligence based, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
but I'm also a squishy wizard, so.
I've got
Off you go.
+3. When you do that, I'll keep an eye on the upstairs, the things.
Cool. I will just tiptoe my way over to the door.
I'll get you to make a stealth check if you are tiptoeing.
Yeah.
Just
Feels like it. It feels like it could be an important moment to use like a roll I might have got on my portent, but that's nowhere near as fun.
Nice. Oh, what did I just roll a athletics check for? I don't know what I've done that for. Oh, ignore that. Yeah. You step over. You sort of tip over the door. Just as you're about to reach the door, one of those kobolds suddenly points over at you and just goes, "Who's that?" And it just lets out this loud scream. I'm gonna take
Your
everyone into
imagination.
initiative.
Child, it's just a dream.
God, I wish I knew Fireball. It's so perfectly Fireball like shaped room. Like
That's a lot of
There's a
kobolds
lot
rolling
in
for
there.
initiative.
it would be so perfect.
Pepper always goes after Elwins. You can ignore that. Warforged, that makes you at the top of initiative.
Oh, I did real bad.
I'm just gonna.
So
How big is the corridor?
there's enough room for you guys to move past each other. You just can't stop on top of each other, obviously. So yeah, you've obviously Xavier's told you that there's some creatures in there, and then you've just heard this scream.
I'm just gonna walk over here
Mhm.
and walk next to. Oh, I thought he meant in that room that there's. Oh, could I go back to here
Yeah, sure.
where I was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I go.
What, you're just gonna stop there?
Yeah.
You're going to be blocking the entrance for anyone else to get there to help.
You guys can move past each other still. It's just no one else could stand there, like end their movement there.
Yeah, I think it's okay actually, Al, and I think you can just get past.
So I have a flawless plan.
Yeah,
What's your
Edna,
plan?
you hear this scream.
Oh, I can't see anyone actually. 15, 15. And then can I ready in action,
Yeah, totally.
which is to cast firebolt at any anybody looking person who comes like in line with these as soon as they get to here.
Okay.
Well, I'll just fast cast on this guy here actually. Let's just do that. It's
Okay.
easier.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a nice roll.
Yeah, that is you send this firebolt just piercing through the air, and it's a really good hit for 12 damage.
Another attempt to hide.
Sure. Cool. This kobold here does nothing. He appears to have been surprised. Carl.
Oh, right. Step past there and into there.
No
Whoa.
longer have a plan.
What's your plan?
Oh, I was just going to turn it invisible.
Oh, you can turn invisible.
No,
But now it feels selfish to do that.
Well, even if you did turn invisible, we'd all be like shuffling in the corridor together rather awkwardly.
Just we'll take a few steps back.
I think that'll probably do. Yeah, and then I'll stop there. I will hold an action to attack if anyone gets in range.
You're not crossbow. Do you have a crossbow?
I've got a crossbow. It doesn't seem.
Better with the sword, aren't you?
I am much better with the sword.
Owen.
And they haven't attacked yet. I'm kind of thinking they don't have to. Just get that door open and we'll fuck off.
Yeah, send that sort of shooting through the air. It goes just between Carl and but just falls a little short. Sort of falls on the floor just in front of that hobgoblin.
I go down.
Nice, anything for Pepper?
No.
Okay. This kobold here just charges down in this direction. You've got your ready action, Carl.
Mm-hmm.
But is there a kobold right in front of me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot see it.
Aha.
Question: when I shot that firebolt at that hobgoblin, was there more things I could see?
Yeah, there should have been plenty more.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything else. That's why I shot that one.
I would probably refresh in that case.
Yeah, I'm just refreshing now.
I'll be back in a moment.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there's a lot of things in this room.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
I couldn't see any of them other than one hobgoblin.
I was going to say I just did that 10 damage and it was still alive.
No, that kobold comes charging down towards Eleanor, and Carl just as it comes, slice straight through it with a longsword, and that ends that kobold's turn. Did you want to change your? I'm happy if you change who your damage went on if you want, Eleanor.
Oh, look, this guy here.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is what I said about this line here because I couldn't see anybody else.
I
Close
was
enough.
curious, but I didn't know if you were trying to be like diplomatic, basically.
No, I just couldn't see them.
So yeah. 12 damage goes back on that hobgoblin, and instead you kill that kobold.
Yeah, that's okay.
Cool. This kobold here. It's pretty brave. He dives in after his fallen buddy and takes a swing at you, Carl. Some kind of revenge with his dagger.
Mhm.
That is never going to be enough.
No,
I'm going to move dead
I
bodies
won't
out of
even-
the way for them at
I won't even put the shield in the way.
and there's another hit. He also charges in. And yeah, he does the exact same thing on you again, Carl. This time he gets advantage for pack tactics.
Okay. And he rolls exactly the same.
He does. That is not good.
Good kobold.
If they attacked Eleanor, I'd have got a reaction.
Right. So my plan that I did have is no longer my plan. I'll step forward a little bit, see if it opens up what I can see. Not quite. So I think I have the only thing that makes sense right now. And I will yeah, screw it. I call out and kind of throw almost what looks like some kind of like spray of dust out into the area behind these guys, and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire
Nice.
over here. I think they're the only guys I can get with it that I can see. I will corner it on that guy just in case there's anyone else around. That's as far as it gets. But everything in that 20-foot cube has to make a dex save. I don't know if it's automated or not.
Will be if you put the template down.
I just did.
Oh. You've done nothing for me. How bizarre.
I can see the template. Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's my end for once having a problem. Let me refresh quick then. Oh, nice. I hit refresh and all of a sudden it's just all appeared. I don't know if my connection went funny for a moment or what.
Possibly. Right, so it was just the 3 in there, but yeah. I don't know what these guys' dexterities is like, but we ain't got one of them. Okay, whatever. 3 anyway, doesn't cost me a spell slot. That's everything for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't do bonus actions. But he is glowing, so any attacks on him now, whilst I keep Fairy
Nice.
Fire up, have advantage.
Oh, nice effect.
And the area that it's cast on does also shed
okay.
light. For those that struggle to see.
Wait.
So again, you probably didn't notice as you
Sorry.
came up behind Carl and cast that. I definitely cringed just for a second, expecting a burst of flame across the back of my head.
I'm gonna refresh because I can't do anything.
Okay.
That's quite nice.
Sorry.
Sorry,
It's
mate.
just refreshing now.
All good.
Oh, there we go.
You back?
Yep.
Lovely.
Okay. So I'm gonna come down here.
Mhm.
That's 30 feet, right? Half cover. Can I try hit this one?
Yeah.
with a javelin.
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
Yeah, you take a shot, but it's pretty packed in this corridor at the minute, and Kobold's a relatively
Uh-huh.
small target as well, and yeah, the javelin just sort of goes over his head.
Okay.
If you tried the shot much better, you were a bit concerned you may have got Eleanor, I suspect. Anything else for you?
No.
Okay. This kobold here will just charge forwards. As does his not so clever friend here. This hobgoblin finds himself lit up.
he's absolutely lit.
Oh, yeah, well done. I was a bit slow on that one.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but he just lines up a shot with this longbow he has at Carl and lets loose. That's a miss though.
Nice cobbled armor.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Quite effective, really.
And his buddy next to him just sees him doing that and does exactly the same. Again, it's not enough though. And then this one actually just moves forward.
Oh, someone's disappeared.
As does this.
Oh,
guy
he's
here.
disappeared as well. Interesting.
This kobold again comes screaming forward, but just can't get past the pile of friends he has there and can't get any further. This hobgoblin, he hasn't got a great view on you, Carl. But he's got just enough to take another longbow shot, just like his buddies did. And again, just not very good at all. And he actually just dashes down this way a little bit. Which brings us round to the second round, Warforged.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, wow.
It's a bit crowded.
It's a small corridor full of people.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I'm hoping you're going to do what I hope you're going to do.
What?
I am going to do that.
Yeah, you know. We know what's coming.
I cast Sky Self.
Yeah. Look like a kobold.
Yeah.
Just join them and just hit Carl. I do the exact same.
What's the plan, Mr. Warforged?
Huh?
It's your turn. Tom
Nice.
Red.
That -1.
That was a -1.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. You deal 3 necrotic damage to that kobold.
Yay.
Anything else you would like to do?
Nope.
That's fair.
What have I got that forces wisdom
Eleanor.
save?
You're just looking very thick at the same result now.
That's brilliant. Yeah, burn, baby, burn.
Yep.
Let's go.
And it doesn't hit Carl. What a shame.
That is a shame.
It should really.
You were
This is
so
my
much
single
closer,
use
wasn't
of it, though. I can't use it again.
I think it's worth it. That's a pretty
Oh,
good.
it's very worth it, yeah.
It's a pretty good roll on it. Kills
it?
them all.
Whoa.
Oh, not quite.
These
That
ones.
is 4 dead kobolds.
5.
Anything else for you?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
5. So now come into here, see how. Yeah, I was going to close this dude down just to sort of open up the corridor for other people.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get rid of the burning hands template. It's just
Should go on back end of turn,
Done.
yeah.
awesome. Now I'm done.
Nice. That was pretty impressive. This kobold here, he runs forward looking to avenge his kebabbed friends. and gets pack tactics on his dagger swing at you,
Oh,
which does hit
Ouch.
for 5 piercing.
I'll take it. For some reason, I'm frontlining,
Carl.
so I kind of deserve it.
it
I'm,
was me last time, so you know.
I'm going to have to step forward.
Yeah, it's all good.
And
It's hard in what's it called, isn't it? Yeah,
take a swing at that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't go so well.
Oh, Carl.
I shall immediately action surge because that was embarrassing.
Please don't do this again.
Yeah.
I like the thought that Carl literally is just using his action surge to just try and save face.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
It is that exactly. And then again. Oh,
Wow.
that's 100% improvement on the previous roll. Oh well. Yeah, that'll do.
Elwyn.
This one's advantage, right?
Yes.
You're welcome. Oh.
Yeah, that is a miss.
Oh, if I only had +5.
Yeah. For what it's worth, hobgoblins, they're pretty armored, right?
They are pretty armoured.
Yeah.
I thought it was worth it when it was an advantage roll.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah, you are. It's just hobgoblins are mad. They're actually really tough for low-level characters like ourselves.
They've not got
Oh,
much
we're level
health.
4 actually. It's not terrible.
They've not got much health. They've just got a really high AC.
Anything else,
That's my
Elwyn?
go dub.
Okay.
That's it.
Anything for Pepper?
No.
Okay.
She's just protecting anything coming behind us.
Leokin, you hear a sound of movement, then that door in front of you just
Oh.
swings open, and there's just an
Oh,
orc
yay.
stood there. And he just
Oh,
he sort of steps back from it, surprised by you, then just picks up his great axe and swings it at you.
You
But
don't have to
yeah, you sort of heard him coming, the footsteps behind the doorway. And it's enough for you to just sort of step back and sort of dodge it as his great axe just swings down into the muddy floor. Z.
Are we fighting an entire dungeon worth of enemies in one go again?
Dungeons and
Been here before.
dragons.
Definitely have. I will. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a firebolt. I think towards this hobgoblin that I've
Sure.
illuminated. Because why not?
Yeah,
4 points of
nice.
fire damage.
Boom.
He's wounded. That's me. I'm gonna step this way because I hear something come through the door. Oh yeah, I see something now.
Yeah, and you hear some more movement again. This sort of like tiny pitter patter of feet this time, the Oakin, and then this little kobold just jumps up beside the orc and swings his dagger at you.
Yeah.
Which hits you for 6 piercing damage.
Oof.
You immediately get to respond. What do you want to do? You have an orc and a kobold in front of you.
Oh, sorry. I will get the orc that's appeared
Mhm.
in front of me. Does he's not my friend?
Yeah, it's enough to hit. It's not a bad hit either as well. 12 damage. That's a pretty strong hit on him. You see him really sort of wince and sort of step back a little as you do that.
That's funny. That's my turn.
Cool. This guy who's lit up, he takes another longbow shot at Carl. That's a really bad miss.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he saw that hit a goblin.
And this
Cool.
time, he just sort of runs off down here, trying to get himself out of line of sight of all these people shooting at him. the Oaken, you hear that pitter-patter of feet again. You see another kobold come running up. He can't quite get to the door with the orc in the way. But you can just see him on the other side of that orc. This hobgoblin here takes a
No.
step forward and then just swings his longsword at Eleanor. Which hits for 8 slashing.
Ouch.
And he also has martial advantage. He gets to do an additional 2d6
Oh my goodness, that might.
for another 9.
Fuck.
This one here, seeing his buddy just draw blood like that, steps forward and just tries almost the exact same move on Carl. So he just sort of flanks him round the corner a little and takes a long sword. It's not enough to hit you, Carl. You sort of see it coming again, or hear it coming, I guess. This tiny little kobold here, he fancies his chances against this rogue though, as he sees his hobgoblin buddy get a good shot on. He's got pack tactics. He does have advantage on that.
I'm almost certainly going to go down here.
So can I sentinel anything?
Oh yeah, I'm
there?
down.
You do get to sentinel afterwards, yeah.
Oh, afterwards, but not before.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm down.
he swings for 5 on Eleanor, which knocks Eleanor unconscious.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
You get to do your sentinel now if you wish, Carl.
Do. So do I click sentinel?
Yeah, they just roll an attack, yeah.
Roll an attack on that one.
Yes, as that kobold sort of sits there celebrating his knocking this human down to her feet, he then just turns around and sees Carl swing the longsword in his direction, which is enough to actually kill that kobold. The Oaken, more pitter-patter of feet. It's just another one of these kobolds just runs around towards that
Jesus, this
doorway.
combat is ridiculous.
We walked into it.
Just leave it.
Back up the corridor.
Warforged.
If you have any healing spells, I'd much appreciate them. If you do or not.
Forged.
Warforged does not.
No. Didn't think so.
That's right. We do have 2 people in the party that have healing magic.
What are you doing, Mr. Warforged?
Well, Mac, it's your turn.
I know.
Do it.
El Reachable esto.
Did I do a -20?
It says the attack roll was -20, but
Yeah, you clicked it while I was trying to do something, because I didn't think you were taking your turn. Can you just roll a d20 for me, Cormac?
Hold on then. Sorry, I didn't know.
That's cool. It's like I asked you what you're doing, you didn't reply, or maybe I don't know. It might be my connection. I don't know. I didn't hear anything though.
I didn't.
50. Oh, so that would have hit. So yeah, you get 5 damage on him. Which is
4
enough to kill
damage.
that orc.
Ah.
Anything else you Warforged?
Nope.
Okay. Eleanor, you can make a death save.
I'll do that.
On your character sheet, you should just have a skull over your
Yeah. Got it, thanks.
That is a success. This kobold here takes a swing at you, Carl.
Mhm.
Pack tactics advantage. And even with advantage, that is a miss.
Yeah.
You can respond though.
Okay, I will. Kobold, yeah, I'll kill the kobold. Yeah, maybe not kill it, but I'll hit it.
Yeah, it's a good hit. It's not quite enough to get that kobold.
It's
He's
not enough
seen it
to.
coming.
That's me done. I'm not going to move anywhere.
Okay.
I did hit it. Actually, yeah. Sorry.
That's cool.
I will. I'm going to spend a superiority dice
Mm.
and attempt to knock it prone. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But you do get to do the extra damage.
Extra
Oh.
8 damage.
Okay.
Which
Nice.
is enough to kill
That's
it.
that's what I wanted. That'll do.
Yeah, the manoeuvres are neat.
I'll just stamp on it instead of knocking it prone. Cool.
You can't knock him prone, but
Okay.
you do
Yeah.
destroy
Yeah,
it.
he dies, but he stays stood up.
That's fair.
Elwyn.
Right.
Probably the first time Saviour's quite looking my direction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, first time you actually see Owen looks really angry.
Okay.
He's not really had an angry face before, but he suddenly looks quite enraged about something. And I will attack. And I shout out something in Orcish. The lesson on speaks Orcish, they won't know it.
Weirdly, I do not.
Nice.
I don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, you just kill that kobold in one hit. Anything else, Elwyn?
You step forward a bit.
Yeah.
Try and look in that room.
Anything for Pepper?
Pepper will still be guarding the exit.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm guessing nothing's back there that I've not seen yet.
No, nothing. Z.
Cool. I will run this way and just hop over.
Yeah.
Hop over, Eleanor. Kind of, I can get a bit of a better view as to what's going on in here now. And it's not great.
You should have just pulled her out of the way.
No, this is better. I will. Debate what spell I'm going to cast, I suppose. Because I didn't expect there to be one stood above me. I'm not going to lie. That was not part of the plan, but whatever.
There are at least 4 hobgoblins in this room.
I say
Yeah, that-
you would have seen the
Okay.
if you want to change your move, you would have seen the sword swing previous turn on Eleanor.
There's no move that I could do to get here that doesn't involve getting stood by them, and
That's cool.
I have to be here. So, I will. What is my concentration on at the moment?
Fairy fire, right?
Fairy fire, is it? Yeah, that would make sense. Yes, it is concentration. I possibly don't care about that anymore because this has gone bad. Yeah, I will. Actually, no, that's fine. I will cast Scorching Ray. I'll step out here, shout over to Elwyn and Leokin and go, "Can one of you help her?" And then I will cast Scorching Ray.
Nice.
It has a fancy macro, I believe. Is it going to automatically do advantage on the guy that should have advantage on it? Cool. And I can assign multiple rays. Yeah, because I want to try it. Oh, missile limit reached. I agree. Cool. They hit or not?
No, only one of them.
Oh, did neither of the ones on that first
16
guy
and
hit?
15 did not hit.
Oosh. Okay. That's fine. That's me done.
Okay. This kobold here just takes a swing at you, Leokin, with his dagger. But that's a pretty bad miss.
They rolled a lot of 8s.
And then he actually attempts to skitter away from you, Leokin, if you want a opportunity attack.
Yes.
Take it.
Okay. Wait, what one is it? Is it the one
This
that's...
one here, next year.
Okay.
That's a crit miss.
That's a bit bad.
He just dashes away from you. But it is your turn now.
Ah. Well, I guess I will. I might back away a tiny bit.
One of the party members is currently unconscious. If you have healing magic, it would not be missed. Or if you
Alright.
have any kind of healing you can do. I think you have lay on hands, right?
Come on. Get you back up. Cure wounds will work, right?
Yeah, or you've got as a paladin,
lay on
you've got
hands
lay
as
on
well,
hands,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
which lets you do that. It's up to you.
Which one did you want to use?
Cure wounds.
Nice. Any
Thank
bonus
you.
actions or anything?
No.
Okie dokie. This hobgoblin will close you down. See?
Yeah.
And try to take a longsword shot at you.
We're in such a bad shape. We're all like out of position so badly.
It's a miss.
Poor Zeriel.
I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, no, I know. I
This
appreciate
kobold
it.
here just charges at you, Warforged. It's not enough though. You just see it coming and just sort of like step back from his little body, his little frame as he throws himself at you. This guy here, previously having knocked Ellen unconscious, tries to get a swing on Z.
Total 15, yeah?
Yeah.
Nope.
Boom. Shield.
Nice.
You haven't set up mage armor this time.
Nope.
Did you?
No, I have not got mage armor on.
It wasn't really time to cast it, was there?
Nope. It's an action to cast, so
8 hours though. You should have cast it before we got into the thing.
Yeah.
we got up and you guys walked in there.
I had time to pack.
Like...
Well, you could have
I
cast
think
it,
it
but
would take 8 hours.
having played a lot of wizard, it's really easy to forget to cast it,
Yeah.
or just like to walk into combat and be like, "Oh shit!"
Issue
Yeah.
being also it uses up one of my spell slots.
Using a
I
spell
don't-
slot
I-
is
because like
more of
yeah,
a problem.
Bryn
Staff
had
of
it.
defense.
Bryn had the staff of defense that made it.
Staff
super
defense
easy
was
to
like
do it.
ridiculously overpowered, actually, as
Yeah.
a low level item.
So if I'm not expected to go into combat, I might not waste
Yeah,
the first
no,
spell slot,
I
you know what
completely agree.
Yeah, I
This-
can see that.
This orc here, having heard that orcish scream from the elf last turn, runs forward and just angrily shouts at you in orcish and says, "Do not use our tongue," and then just swings his great axe at you, Elwyn. He just misses you.
I think he wants to tongue you, Elwyn.
Warforged.
I am Warforged.
Indeed. He'll get that kobold will get opportunity attack on you if you want to move there. Is that right?
Okay. Yeah.
Hits you for 5 piercing.
Okay. That's my turn.
Nothing else. No actions, Raven.
Wait. My. Yeah, sorry. I thought. Yeah. I'll do this.
Ooh, that's a...
Huh?
What were you targeting, Warforged?
I'm targeting this one.
Okay, you managed to target a kobold somehow. I mean, that is a hit anyway, because that was 3 damage. Yeah, 3 force damage. Anything else?
Nope.
Okie dokie. Eleanor, you are conscious again.
Can I disengage
Hmm.
and step back to here?
Yep.
And then shoot this guy,
Yeah, cool.
which gives me advantage, right?
Yes.
I've not pressed advantage.
It should do it automatically, yeah.
It did.
Oh, cool. The awful rolls. And then I'll just stay there.
Okay.
Right.
I will see this round out and then we'll see what we are.
Okay.
Hold over.
Let's take this guy over. Boom. Oh, fuck's sake. That'll do me then. That was
Elwin.
Alan's gonna go dagger in, and he's gonna still scream at this orc
Nice.
some unpleasant
Both
things.
shouting orcish at each other. It's a crit miss.
I guess I don't get advantage or anything, do I?
You don't.
Screaming at an orc.
Anything else? Anything for Pepper?
Fortunately, I'm gonna stick with how I built my character. I'm gonna stay there.
Yeah, that's cool. Z.
I realise that this is now not an ideal situation to be in, being as squishy as I am, but I pull out the clay hand again, and I'm going to
Ooh.
cast Earth and Grasp.
Yeah.
So I do lose the concentration on Fairy Fire. But I will pop it down. Not quite sure where, actually. It's got the most targets then. I'll pop it down here.
Yeah.
And as part of casting it, it's going to attempt to smack and grapple this
That
dude.
one. Yeah.
Strength saving
Strength
throw.
save.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fails.
Yeah, so he takes 2d6.
11.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
No,
very good.
he's
And he is
restrained,
restrained.
isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Still alive. So if he's restrained, he doesn't get opportunity attack.
Disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Disadvantage
Disadvantage on
on
attacks.
attacks.
Grant advantage to all attack and no movement.
Okay, so everyone has advantage attacking him. He gets disadvantage.
Hmm.
If I've cut, this is a question. If I've cast a spell,
Yep.
and then I move away,
Yep.
can I then cast shield as a reaction still?
Yeah, it's not your turn.
It would be two. Well, no. If I move away and cast shield on my turn, if they get opportunity attacks,
No, you wouldn't
Oh,
because
what?
it's
Oh, your
can
turn.
I? Right? 'Cause
Sorry.
it would be two leveled spells,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Cool.
Staying there.
they're going to attack you anyway. You might as well run.
Well, that's kind of
Get yourself behind
kind of what I
Leokin.
thought. Yeah, I'll attempt to run. I'll attempt to move away.
Yeah,
So
okay.
whoever gets attacks gets attacks.
So yeah, the one that's
All of them, right?
restrained will try and attack you first.
Oh, perfect.
Which does
Because
hit.
Block it. Yeah.
I'm going to lay a sentinel attack on
Yeah, go for it.
that.
God, yeah, I've got to make concentration checks. And apparently I fail. So the hand is gone immediately.
He is
Yeah.
no longer restrained. Carl, you can have your
Right.
attack first though.
I've attacked and I hit it for 3.
Yep.
And then I'm also going to spend a superiority dice to.
You don't have
Attempt.
to. It kills him.
Oh, perfect. I feel better then. Good.
Z, this other one takes a
Yeah, I'll
swing.
say
at
I'm
you.
still moving, so
There's a hit.
Oh,
And then the last one gets his swing on you.
Yep.
That one's miss. Get out of
I'm gone.
there. Yeah, Leokin. You see Z just come running past you after Carl's just killed that hobgoblin.
blood pouring from his slashes.
Okay.
Right, I just ran out of luck a little bit. That's all it is.
Leokin don't care, mate. He's going in there.
Good man.
Well, I've just remembered I'm not Sean.
No, you're not. You're Leokin, and that is a miss. Any bonus actions?
No, thank you.
You are probably one of the two more tanky people in the
So
party.
you definitely are.
Uh-huh.
Probably, yeah. Carl might be slightly tankier, but
So yeah, that guy you swung at now just responds by swinging straight back at you, the Oaken, but he misses. This Kobold Elwyn will swing his dagger at you. That's a hit for 3 piercing. And then this other Hobgoblin will do the same to you, the Oaken. That one's also a miss.
Yeah, that's what we like to see.
You are truly channeling the spirit of Carl at this point. This guy just carries on swinging at Carl as he has done for the last couple of rounds. That also misses.
I've got like a day's worth of frustration of walking around a forest to fuel me.
And this orc he dodges out of the way of your blow, obviously last turn, Elwyn, then he swings his great axe back at you, and that is another miss. Lots of misses there.
Because he's
Cool.
shouting off.
Looking at the time, I will pause that there at the top of round 5, and we'll pick it up next session, because it is 10:15, and there's probably a couple of rounds left in this still. So cool.
There's plenty of time for us to mess it up.
You're doing all right.
Excellent.
You're in the fight.
Yeah. Well, I'm worried that because Eleanor's one of our big damage dealers. It seems I'm worried she's damaged, but no one else is damaged. I don't think.
No,
Well,
don't
me,
be at all.
me and Z are basically dead.
I'm alright, I'm fine.
Z,
Well,
I mean, Z starts off pretty much dead. So
Exactly.
Yeah,
I can't get any closer to
So,
death.
Yeah.
so
I'm a
do
wizard.
I. Actually, everybody else is kind of okay.
I don't think anyone else has really taken much of a beating. So
I
No,
think
but
you
it's-
guys aren't too bad, and your 2 like tankier characters are now in the right place, right?
yeah. Thing
It
is,
could
it was
be
either stand in front of Eleanor or let her get stabbed by a bunch of hobgoblins when she was unconscious. So
Yeah, it could be the problem with this. Problem with D&D is it's like a slippery slope. You know that there's no catch-up mechanic
Yeah.
in combats. So once you start losing, you just lose even harder. So like once I go down, then that's like one less turn that people who want the DM are getting.
but that's
And it costs
It's just-
the Oaken an
Costs
attack,
someone
right,
else's
to actually
turn,
get you
yeah.
back in as well. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
It's a pain.
Indeed.
It's kind of why I don't like the combat system in D&D very much.
I'm gonna go.
Cool.
Okay,
Good night.
Oaken.
It just
Good
feels so removed from role playing. It's just like playing Warhammer or something.
a little bit, but there's still one. I think.
Bye.
Good night, Cormac. Go to bed.
See you later.
Yes,
Mhm.
night.
Jake is correct.
To be fair, I normally am.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
I'm gonna head off as well.
Cool.
Because those of Steve. Right. Good night.
Yeah,
And see
take
you
it
all
easy.
on
Good
Sunday.
night.
Bye.
Yeah. Oh.
I